Warralilly. It's the place for families to grow in a strong, self-contained community, complete with 82 hectares of open space, award-winning playgrounds and the Village Warralilly Shopping Centre. A place leading the way in community services with 3 schools, childcare centres, sports ovals and Armstrong Creek East Community Centre all delivered. It's why Warralilly is Geelong's most awarded community. New land releases now selling. Visit warralilly.com.au.
Hello, it's Jamie and Erin from Wombat Gully Plant Farm Geelong. Hey, Fezzy Ezzy!
Yes, James?
I've got a secret, and I want you to guess what it is.
Okay, can I have some clues?
All right, we get really excited about it.
Is it a Geelong home game?
Nope, it's Bare Root season!
Oh my gosh.
Bare Root season starts this weekend, so see you soon at Wombat Gully Plant Farm Geelong, 201 Townsend Road in Moolac.
Just look for Whiskers the Wombat out the front, mate.
Entertaining, creating Instagram-worthy meals, connecting with the family at both ends of the day. Your kitchen really is the heart of your home. If it's time to refresh yours, explore the stunning possibilities with New Grove bench tops. Bespoke, master-crafted bench tops delivered to your home with 5-step DIY installation, plus all the help you need. Anyone can do it and save. New Grove bench tops in Breakwater, open from 6:30am to 4:30pm weekdays, so you can see them before work. Find out more now. newgrovebenchtops.com.au.
Wilson's Real Estate have been breaking the mould in Geelong for 50 years. At Wilson's, it's not about being the biggest, it's about being the best. Nothing generic, no one-size-fits-all. Impeccable service, thoughtful advice and a broad client network means your home is sold the right way at the highest price. There's a reason Wilson's are chosen to sell Geelong's most iconic properties. Skillful negotiators, strong relationships, the best outcome. Wilson's Real Estate. Geelong property done properly. Contact them today.
Thanks to Harvey Norman.
Back at Purdue Reserve on a Saturday afternoon for Grovedale and Lara. GFL match of the day thanks to APCO, and in the VFLW, Geelong 4-8-32 over Box Hill 4-2-26. We'll bring you around the grounds for the AFL as well. Gold Coast and Port Adelaide, that game just getting underway at Metricon. Jace will be all over that, as he will be the GDFL, while I'll be keeping an eye on the Bellarine and GFL scores. Thanks to Leopold Sportsman's Club, Leopold Sporties, your complete family venue. Just did a little poll for KFC on the KFC Twitter at KRock Football. Of course, get into KFC for a $4.95 fill-up with a spicy hot rod. And, of course, the poll was asking who's going to kick more goals between Gillett and Day. And at the moment, running 75-25 in favour of K-Rock Zone. Tom Gillett as the Tigers do make their way out onto Purdue Reserve. All right, let's sink our teeth into this one, gentlemen. Matt Kershaw, you're in the experts chair for Wilson's Real Estate, but you've got a head-to-head matchup you've got to keep an eye on. Thanks to Geelong Insurance Brokers. They've been covering Geelong for 28 years. What will be your key matchup of the afternoon?
Well, we've discussed the midfield battle and the clearances will be even. Did you know that Lara averaged 34.8 clearances and Grovedale 34? So they're actually up in the clearances over Grovedale Tigers. So the head-to-head battle in the midfield will be fantastic. Obviously, Abbott's going to give him first touch against Borchard, but I'm not going to be a spoil sport and ruin the fun and the party today. My head-to-head today is Tommy Gillett v Mitch Day. And who is going to come out on top? The power forwards for each end of the ground. Oh, some of the comparisons are fantastic looking at this. Goals per game, Gillett 4.7, Day 3.7. Disposals per game, Gillett 13, Mitch Day 16. Marks per game, Gillett 7.7, Day 8.7. Contested marks per game, Gillett 7, Mitch Day 8. So they're a absolutely head-to-head battle at each end of the ground. And I don't know, the polls may be right, but we'll see at the end of the day.
All right, Geelong Insurance Brokers head-to-head matchup. That's a close one. We're going to keep an eye on this afternoon. Our matchups also thanks to Wombat Gully Plant Farm. See the team at Wombat Gully for all your gardening needs, and that will include, of course, who does go to Gillett and Day. We do have an idea, a fair one. Baker going to Day from Grovedale, and Casey Young playing just his 6th game for Lara, coming across from Darley in the Ballarat League. He's going to have the job on Tommy Gillett this afternoon.
Well, there's one thing coming from Darley. He'll be used to an opponent with a mullet anyway.
He will.
That's true. So abused to the ground too, probably.
Playing in the Ballarat League, indeed he will.
So Cats have just made their way out onto the deck. Let's have a look at the other games this weekend, gentlemen. Quickly whip around and get our thoughts. St Joseph's and Leopold up at Drew Oval. Leopold really boosted some names back, including Sammy Hughes, who I, for all intents and purposes, thought had actually retired.
Yeah, I didn't know he was still going around either until I saw his name.
He's back, also getting back. I think Mitch Patton served that suspension as well, which turned out to be, of course, for the hit on Matt Spence.
Was too. Yeah.
Served 3 weeks and ended up serving another 3. So he returns. Trent West is back. So this is Leopold's season here.
I think it's Joey's season as well, in a way. Well, they sit in 7th, and that's a massive battle for both teams today.
Yep. Winner?
I'm going to stick my nose out and say Joey's just.
I think Leopold win today.
Yeah.
Although they don't have a great record up at Drew.
At Drew, yeah. I think they need to turn it on today, Joey's. They need to find something.
Chase?
Joey's just.
Buzz?
I'll go Leopold with you, Kingy.
St Mary's and Bell Park. Looks like that game's already started. Somebody's hit the live scoring. St Mary's 15 behind, Lee Bell Park no score.
Yeah,
that won't be right.
Who's operating that? Buzz me.
If St Mary's first half turns up against Bell Park, they win. If St Mary's second half from the Newtown game, Bell Park will win. Bell Park, the two Sheringhams, Goats,
looks better on paper.
Paddy Bright, all back.
Yep.
I might talk about sticky neck. I think Bell Park at home.
St Mary's.
St Mary's.
Buzz?
St Mary's.
A lot of green still.
Yes. South Bowen and St Albans, a big blow for St Albans, young Mitch Hovey, Cinders Moses, had surgery, missed the rest of the season. They're struggling for a ruckman at the moment. I think Paddy Barber might be the one that'll... He may get the job, or he may have to go to Bosley. So they're running out of troops in terms of big men for Benny Patrick. South Bowen comfortably, everybody?
Yes.
I had to do my pendulum swinger to be South Bowen by 180.
North Shore and Colac, I think we're all Colac here.
Yes.
Yep. And do you know what? Lockie Veal's just got himself a nice little break in the middle of the season.
Hasn't
That'll
he?
have him.
He'll be fresh now for the next 10.
Simpkin, Wood Mason, guys like that.
Yeah.
Giants and Newtown and Chilwell is the big game of the day, I reckon. If the Giants were to win this, they would have a 10-point buffer on Newtown. Now, Newtown aren't sitting just outside the 5. They're in the bottom third of the ladder, or bottom half of the ladder. But they are... This is one that if Geelong West wins, they almost guarantee they're going to be playing in September.
Is it the same breath as the St Mary's team? If Newtown's first half turns up, they could be in trouble. But if their second half turns up, then they're going to be, a show.
Yeah.
It's very similar, isn't it? So, I think it's probably more at stake for Newtown than there is. Oh, no. Geez, that's a tough call.
A couple of the West boys got a kick in last week. Tyler Watts went down and played at Portland, and Philip Moy went up and played at Robinvale.
Just on permits.
Well, we got cleared back, and so they're old clubs. I'd say Werribee might have had a little bit to do with that.
Yeah, yep.
Jack Henderson played at Deniliquin.
He did, yeah. I saw that.
And I think Jake Peters from South Bowen went back to Warwick Nabil. Actually, a few of the Bannockburn boys actually headed up there as well. And these blokes went back and played in the ones.
It's
impressive.
It's Newtown for me.
West.
Last chance to learn, Newtown. They have to win today.
Buzz?
That's my last answer.
Yeah, I'm going to go Newtown. I think they got themselves going, Kingy, just in that second half. They've got some personnel back. They look like they clicked into place just a little bit more when we last saw them. So I'm going to go the Eagles, but it'll be a good game of footy. That one, for sure.
Absolutely. Wombat Gully Plant Farm, all our matchups and our ground report for South Point Garden Supplies. Buzz, you've been able to just get the floor shimes onto the surface here. Just tell us a little bit about how it is outside of the centre wicket area, because you wouldn't want to bat first on that.
No, and I actually saw Simon Hose trying to remark the centre circle with not much success, Kingy. It's thick mud in the middle of the park, but the rest of the ground has actually held up very, very well. There hasn't cut up too much at all, so that's a good thing, as Shane Stone mentioned earlier in our pre-game. Once the ball gets out of the middle, I think it'll be largely okay.
South Point Garden Supplies, Ash and the team at South Point Garden Supplies, 15 Boneyards Avenue, Torquay, just behind the Bunnings. You didn't see the toss of the coin by any chance, did you?
No, I wasn't watching again.
All right. You had one job. It's all right. Your other job is to pick the player of the day for Leopold Sporties. $100 voucher thanks to the team at Leopold Sportsman's Club, your complete family venue. We'll find out very quickly. I'm just seeing Matty Spence actually pointing that they are kicking to the Torquay Road end of the ground, which means Grovedale will attack the Social Club end or left-hand end of the vision. You're watching if you're taking our call through the AFL Bowen Facebook live stream. Welcome to those viewing the contest through that, and to our listeners through KROC 955 and kroc.com.au. We've got interest from out the area. I actually had a mother of a player from a club that hasn't featured yet in our broadcast. It's not easy to hard to work out who that is. We've only missed one club so far. Wondering when we'd be doing Geelong West. I think it was Tyler, a relative of Tyler Watts, maybe his mum, and I said, look, next week we'll be there for Western St Mary's. So there's plenty of interest in the K-Rock call.
Excellent.
Especially through krock.com.au. Hope you enjoy the call as we keep an eye on some Wombat Gully Plant Farm matchups. The one player I'm really looking forward to seeing today is Mitch Chafer. He was really good when these two teams met back in round 2 2019, picked up a couple of Matheson medal votes, and just finding his feet at GFL level, playing his 18th game this afternoon. What have you spotted?
I think Borchard's wearing 31, I think, in the middle. Has he got the long sleeves on?
He
there?
has.
Yes. Is that him?
Marshall's gone
The
in.
ruck?
Yeah, it looks like
Yes.
Yep. So he's pulled out the long sleeves. It's not overly. It's actually quite a nice day with the sun shining. Opening quarter, thanks to Harvey Norman. We will keep an eye on those Wombat Gully Plant Farm matchups. Umpires Gower, Sherman and Shannon controlling this one. And here's Jason Doherty.
Yes, and first tap, as always, is to Abbott for Grovedale in the middle. They go towards centre half forward, tracking it back there. And coming out is Joes for Lara, close to the boundary line on the left half forward. And I think he's seen it over the boundary line. So, as we said, Lara kicking to the Torquay end in this first term. Torquay Road end. And we're going to have a boundary throw in on their left half forward. Abbott stands and gets it down to the front of the pack. Close to the boundary line again. The Tigers trying to keep it in. I don't think they've been able to, though. Jeffrey was over there for the Tigers. And the boundary umpire with a bit more work to do. Ruck work now happening. It goes up in front, rode by Deans, gets it towards centre wing, might be okay, it is, taking the mark there. Harvey plays on quickly, Tigers go towards half forward, and it's a pretty good pick up there by Ferguson. Handball came back over the top quickly towards Smith. He gets it back towards Chafer. Grovedale working back towards centre wing, still got control of the footy. Great smother in the end, though, came from Aaron Stone for Lara, and we'll have a boundary throw in centre wing, Social Club side of the ground.
Brady Campy there with the kick. Who are you talking to from each club, Buzz?
Yeah, you got Tim Delaney from Grovedale and Matt Spence for the Cats.
And boundary side today for Loco Sportswear. Tapped down from behind by Abbott. Front of the pack, Cockrell couldn't take it for Lara. Ball to the boundary line. Might have been socket off the ground and out on the full. Might have been Aaron Stone, who unfortunately got a boot onto it and just put it over the boundary line. It'll be a free kick to the Tigers. And it's in the hands out there, I think, of Campy. He's got it right half forward. He'll send it inside forward 50. Where's Gillett? He flies, but he can't mark. Front of the pack, Chafer taking in a good tackle to ground, and we'll get a ball up. Might have been Weagle bringing him to ground there, and we will get a ball up. In fact, it was Aaron Stone getting to his feet. Umpire into the air one more time for Borchard and Abbott. Abbott winning the tap down. Aaron Stone ran straight into a tackle that he won't get out of. It was laid there by Will Jeffrey, of course. And he's won a free kick, I reckon, Will Jeffrey.
Holding the ball.
He's been pinged for holding the foot. He's
stiff.
just a bit stiff.
Yeah.
He ran straight into that tackle. Well, he had nowhere to go. Jeffrey sends a kick towards 20 out from goal. Gillett has it knocked away. Young was good with a defensive spoil into the pocket. Chance now for wider handball back to Deans. Deans can give it back. He hears a voice. Here's Campy again. Campy fires a handball forward. Chance for Harvey. Harvey brings a kick. 20 out from goal. They'll compete. Flying but not marking Cam Delaney. Foot of the pack and taking the tackle, getting a handball away with Jalland. But he's going to get a free. Is he been done for a throw, has he?
Holding the ball there.
Holding the ball. So a free kick, that was stiff. And the free kick going there to Grovedale. And the ball in the hands. Is that the debutant in Ferguson with the footy?
I don't think it is. Is he a big boy, Ferguson?
Left foot shot on goal. In fact, it's come from Lockie Smith. And he's pushed it across the face for a behind. So first score of the afternoon comes 3 minutes in on the Total Tools time clock. It's Grovedale one behind. Lara yet to score.
He's a good size, Ferguson. He's out here, number 23. He's playing on Weagle at the moment. I saw the last two contests, Weagle's actually come off him to help Casey Young in the air as well.
So Weagle's got it at full back now for the Cats. Drives it towards half back, Joes, but in front Smith. Oh, should have got a free kick. No, umpire said play on. Gravy had the numbers there. They lost the footy, though, in the contest. And is that too high? The umpire said play on. He said hold in, said the players. The Lara players are trying to keep it in the contest. And the umpire will now come in at half forward for Lara as Will Jeffrey got up just ready to go out the back of the pack with the ball. Borchard kept Abbott out of the contest. Comes to the back, Stone. Nearly got a high tackle, lost it. Deans did get a high tackle. Umpire said play on. He had the whistle in the mouth. Blow it if it got it there. Goes towards Gillett again. Got a couple of him off the back. There he is. Ferguson. And he has just squeezed it in and kicked the Lambie's goal. Lambie's to have a goal a day after only 3.5 minutes.
Well, we just spoke about how Weagle's coming off his man to help out Casey Young with the aerial duel of Gillett, and left Ferguson on his own to run into an open goal and kick his first goal in GFL football.
First kick, first goal.
First kick, first goal. He joins an elite club. There you go.
Do you remember your first goal in the GFL?
Oh, hell no. There was that many of them. How do you remember the first?
Oh, there we go. There it is.
That'll get
some Twitter action. Don't worry about that.
Oh, you know, mate.
No, you're not joking.
Zani Kelly will be happy with that one. I know her. So, anyway.
Back in the middle, it was allowed to bounce. Borchard took it. He fired a handball straight to Ford. That was Will Ford. Now Deans gets a handball away. It's in the glue pot in the middle of Purdue Reserve. Diving on it, but not being able to knock it out was Jeffrey, I think, barging his way through. Here now is Chafer trying to get through as well. He's taken down in a tackle, Aaron Stone. See, those white Lara jumpers are not going to be very popular with the property steward post-game. Once again, Abbott and Borchard. Borchard getting front position. Ball was allowed to again hit the ground. Cockrell trying to get through traffic. A handball release off. Chance to run now coming from Mackay. He kicks towards centre half forward, and stretching and marking is Green. He swings onto his left boot, sends it inside forward 50. Looking down there, O'Meara is one of the options. Ball bounces away for him. There's going to be a free kick, and advantage is going to be paid, and the clearing kick comes from Harrison White to right half-back.
And they go out there now quickly and get it out towards Phillips for Grovedale. He mucks it up, though, and Lara working hard to keep it inside their forward 50, and they're waiting for an umpire's decision. It is holding the ball in the end, so Lara are going to come up with the free kick.
Some good pressure.
Yeah, it's Stone. Aaron with it. Goes with a left foot kick inside 50, but getting back there. Grovedale defence just working nicely. They can kick the ball at Smith. I think, terrible ball, but Tigers with the numbers in the end. They go long, out wide, looking for the safety of the boundary line if they can do anything there, Grovedale, and they find it, and it will be out of bounds in between wing and half forward on the Social Club side of the ground. 5.5 played. First term, Total Tools time clock. Boundary throw in. Abbott comes down. Do the ruck work. Borchard got it down, though. They can get it away quickly, Grovedale. Back towards centre half forwards. The 2-on-2. Weagle was there against Ferguson. Ferguson works his way to the front, does nicely. His handball over the top, missed the target, which was Indy Parish, close to the boundary line. They come back, though, again. Grovedale and come back, drive it towards centre half forward again. Off the back, Gillett. K-Rock zone gets it away. They go free. He gets the handball away. Harvey, his kick, though, is going to be chopped off. Lara under pressure in defence, but they do nicely. Short little kick out wide. Might be okay, it is. And Stone takes the mark.
Jordan Stone, kick, had a little bit too much carry on it over the head of a teammate. Deans will track it back. He went looking for Jack Marshall. Chance now for Davies. Gives a handball off. Quick kick inside forward 50. Harrison White. And that's a wonderful mark. A Hamlin Hanger contender going back with the flight taken by Ben O'Brien, playing just his second game. O'Brien will go across the face of his defensive goal into the Social Club pocket with a well-weighted kick, and the mark taken by Taywin Robertson. Tucks it under the arm, cuts back inside on Chafer. The kick, though, is a little bit underground. Wonderfully picked up there by Jose through traffic. Jose now sends a kick to Day on the lead. He's too far out to score, though. Day will send a kick long inside forward 50, trying to find out the back. O'Meara had to play spoiler, brought the ball to ground, but he gave away a free kick too high. It'll go to the Tigers on hands and knees. It'll come back to Harrison White, who has been very present early in this contest. He's got up a little bit sore for St John of God. Just keep an eye on that buzz and see, hopefully, that Harrison White's all right.
Goes towards Deans, who tried to push his opponent under the footy. Coming back the other way quickly was Yallen. Goes out wide, but Grovedale with the numbers at half back might be able to get it away to Hood. They do so back to centre wing. It's all Lara, though. They've got the numbers there. No mark taken by Mackay. Gets it back. And they can go with a kick around the corner. That came from Jack Hancock. Goes still on centre wing for Lara. And the Grovedale boys have got the numbers there. Dean's
got to be gone.
Got to be nearly gone.
Yeah,
the umpire says, has he hatched it? No, he said play on. Now he'll come in and ball it up. Kane Ettridge across there for Lara as well. Nathan Deans, as always, last to get up. Hands the football back to the umpire for a ball up. Abbott goes up, gets it down. And Jake Marshall was there. Tried to get it away for Lara. Now the ball comes out the back quickly. Will Ford gives it away. He might get it back. The handball over the top of his head, though, close to the boundary line. Then he gets a scrambling left foot kick. Lara behind the footy. Okay, Weagle from centre wing goes towards centre half forward. And it's a good kick and a better mark contested-wise from the big fella Mitch Day, and he'll have a set shot for goal. I reckon he'd be stretching it just a bit. 50. Oh, gee whiz, he must be 50, 53, out from goal directly in front. And just got himself into the game in the last minute or so. Mitch Day, a bit further up the field than the goal square. He comes in now. Right foot kick, high.
Big roost.
And it is a big roost, but unfortunately has missed it to the far side and through for one behind. The first score of the afternoon for Lara. They are one behind, 117 Grovedale. And that is on the first quarter scoreboard thanks to Harvey Norman. Think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices.
So well set up behind the ball then, Lara. They actually put the pressure on Grovedale, turned them over, and they had numbers behind the ball. So Grovedale's structure, their forward structure got pulled apart then.
Luke Ford in game 97 to bring the ball back into play. One of the more experienced Tigers. He runs into the back pocket and then sends it towards the netball court side of the ground, looking out there for a marking option, either Gillett or Chafer. It's off both their hands and out of bounds. Tomicic involved in that for Lara as well. And we'll get a boundary throw-in. Ford to the wing, outer side, favouring Lara, who've been okay. They've conceded a goal early, but more than willing in the contest. Tomicic doing some ruck work this time. He won the tap. Chance now for Grovedale to clear. Lockie Hood maybe held without the footy umpire said play on. Robertson for Lara sends it towards half forward. Day couldn't take it on the second bite. Tim Delaney cleans up for Grovedale. Handball off to Finn Parrish. He gives it off to Fordy. Now kicks for space and says to Tim Delaney, I need you to run onto this. You want to get back onto his right boot. He did quite nicely. He just shrugged off Bailey Ettridge and his short kick was okay. Parrish. And now a chance for Harvey. He's got a runner going past. It's the other Parrish and Finn who gives it to Hood.
And now Hood goes outside of the right foot towards half forward. Robertson tracks it back for Lara, keeps his feet, does nicely, gives it away by hand to Matt Spence, comes across centre half back, dangerous kick. Abbott goes up, takes the two grabber for Grovedale, just inside the centre square, plays on quickly, goes towards full forward, and a stretch from Delaney, and I think that's the mark, 20 out directly in front, and this time it's Cam Delaney, and he will have a set shot for goal.
Interesting matchup, that one. Ben O'Brien in his second game of footy playing against Cam Delaney, who's sitting third on the goal kicking in the league. Yet you've got Weagle sitting on the first game of Ferguson. So it would be something I'd probably look at going forward if I was the Lara coaching staff.
I reckon the Lara coaching staff might have worked out that Brady Ferguson can play footy too, though.
I agree, but when you put the two sort of second gamer and a one gamer on him and take care of Delaney in the air.
Because this bloke's got plenty of experience and goal kicking is not one of them, so he's missed. So 1-2-8, Cam, you let me down there.
They proved us wrong, didn't they? That's a plan all along.
Done the right thing. 1-2-8, Grovedale, Lara, one behind. And thanks to Harvey Norman. Think Harvey Norman for all your big brands at Geelong's best prices.
Sam Weagle will bring the ball back into play. It's not sort of Isaac Smith territory where he had to jump the fence last night to go and retrieve his own ball out of the forward stand. Still some time to allow Grovedale to set up. He ran outside the defensive goal square. He's a little bit betwixt and between. He went to come broadcast side. Instead, goes laterally and puts it onto the chest of his former Anarchy teammate and Daniel Green. Green, best and fairest winner of 2019 with the Roos in the GDFL. A high kick, a very, very high kick to the outer side. Looking out there for Jose off the hands of the pack was Harry White, but he couldn't get the handball off to a teammate in forward, and Jeffrey rather, and taken by Jose. Kick towards half forward. Bailey Ettridge in the long sleeves there couldn't get a handle on it. It's out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. And sad news out of Anarchy in recent weeks with the passing of Jack Osborne, a real contributor to the GDFL club, the number one ticket holder of the GDFL, and we send our sympathies to his family. His lovely wife still with us.
Boundary throw-in comes back to the front of the pack. Grovedale trying to work it out, and they do so nicely in the end. Parrish, high kick across centre half back. No mark taken. Lara, if they can get the handball free, well, they didn't. They could have got it back outside. They, in fact, lost it in the contest, and Ford got it away quickly. They've still got the numbers. And now Will Ford goes back inside with a short little kick's okay. Harvey's bought his own footy today. He goes out wide. Hood's bought his footy as well. He takes it on centre wing for Grovedale. Goes short over the head of Delaney. And Lara got the numbers at the back. Aaron Stone kick around the corner. Dangerous 2-on-1. Can they work it out? They can. Lara. Green off a step. Goes towards centre half forward. Day's got half a dozen on him. Can't take the mark. Off the back, Tim Delaney. He fell over, did he? No, he got a push in the back, said the umpire, and he'll take the free kick for the Tigers at half back.
Just needed to lower his eyes a little bit there, Daniel Green, because he had Josie on the outer side all on his own. He could have probably ran to 50 and had a shot.
Tim Delaney, one of the more experienced of the Tigers at game 125. Sends a kick very, very wide towards the netball stand side of the ground, and a chance to run here. A high kick coming from Phillips towards half forward. It'll bounce in front of both Gillett and also for company Casey Young, and a boundary throw in at right half forward. So outer side of the ground. Nice sunshine here at Burdoo Reserve, and it appears the wind, Buzz, for South Point Garden Supply is not its typical self.
No, not a breath of it down here, Kingy.
Chance now for Harvey, a handball just a little bit too slick, but it's going to fall nicely for Speedy Deans. Deans kicks to the pocket, and a mark. Hood, that was a good one on the chest. With the flight of the footy, Lockie Hood, one of the youngest GFL debutants of all time when he rolled out as a 15-year-old going back 3 or 4 years ago.
Been busy.
He'll bring it in, board. Oh, he's put it straight on the chest of Aaron Stone. Stone goes short to Yelland, who can't miss in the helmet. Yelland, he's had a few stints at Lara, and he's, I think, still only playing about his 9th game for the club.
A lot of concussion history with Aidan Yelland.
Hence the helmet. He goes short to Tomicic. Tomicic at true centre half back. Laterally he goes, and the mark taken by Max Cos. Cos gives a handball up to Weagle. Weagle confronted, handball over the top to Robertson.
Robertson now goes from in front of the K-Rock commentary box towards half forward, but getting back there, numbers with Grovedale. Davies gets across there for the Tigers, gives it away to Luke Ford, goes wide, it's okay. And he finds Jack Baker. Now he chips the ball back in, board's okay. Finds Smith. So Lachlan Smith for the Tigers. Still at half back, wants to drive it along the line, goes towards Abbott, sets it up for him. O'Brien goes at it as well, off the back of the pack, tried to tap it on Abbott, but Lara got the numbers behind. Handball goes towards Deans and the boundary line. Deans' kick was straight into Cost. Now it comes back quickly to Kane. Ettridge goes back, but playing between the arcs at the moment. Forward, Luke gives it away quickly. Parrish runs through the back end of the centre square for Grovedale. He gets it on the up. Hood was great. He gives it away quickly. They go wide with the kick. Chopped off again, though. This time Matt Spence gets back there at half-back for the Cats. Oh, and then he turns it straight over. Number 4 to number 4. Schaefer takes the mark for Grovedale at centre half-forward and will shoot for goal from 45 out directly in front.
He's pulled the trigger on 2 of those, Matty Spence, and turn it over in the corridor.
So Mitch Schaefer, a chance for the home side's 2nd goal of the afternoon. Comes in now.
Yeah, run up.
Yeah. Good run up. Goes with a left foot kick, gives it everything he has got, and it is nice. Straight over the umpire's head. And his first of the afternoon, and the second for the home side. They're 2-2-14, and they lead Lara 1 behind. And we have been playing 16 minutes, first term Total Tools time clock, and in the expert share, thanks to Wilson's Real Estate. Wilson's Real Estate, Geelong property done properly. Here's Matt Kershaw.
Well, the big fella was really good again then, Ferguson. He got behind the ball. He's obviously given Abbott a chop out in the ruck. He got behind the ball, set himself up nicely, and they set that play up from the half-back flank. Young Benny O'Brien, the second game, got stuck on Abbott again, so he's getting the big jobs, young O'Brien down there. But again, it was just a skill error by Lara. I don't mind him attacking the corridor. I think that's a great way to play. But yeah, just a skill execution error on that occasion.
Umpire tosses it up in the middle. Tap one down. Might be Ferguson doing the ruck work, giving a chop out to Brian Abbott. We're going to get a secondary ball up. At the bottom of that pack is Aaron Stone, who's had a bit of an influence on this contest so far.
Weagle's on Gillett too, down deep, Kingy.
Thank you for that for Wombat Gully Plant Farm. Thank you, Buzz. Good work down boundary side for Loco Sportswear. Here's Will Ford kicking on his left boot, looking for Schaefer, and the goal kicker has it. He's a long way from home, though. Gillett provides the lead. Low ball's not bad. Gillett, though, just out of his reach. Ball rolls out the back. Numbers are there for the Cats. One of those is McKay. Gives a handball off to Spence. The skipper gives it to Aaron Stone. Stone gives it to Borchard. Borchard's got a runner ahead of him. Chance now to go inside forward. 50 long ball from Cockerell. Looking for Day. They belt that one up. Well, did the Cats. And Day, with a man on the mark, probably standing 35-40 from home. Day with the muddy footy, just wipes it on the grass. But good turnover, good transition from their back half, Kirsch, for the Cats.
That looked really good, didn't it? They chained out of their half back line. There was never they were never under any pressure coming out of their back half, and they delivered to their key footballer. Maybe they're listening to the call on the radio because they've made some moves down back.
Day, with 22 goals for the season so far, are behind this afternoon. Starts it right, will look to try and work it back with just the slight breeze. That's Gary Rowan-like in the way it works back. Started it right and drew it nicely. Put the tee in the pocket and walk up and play your ball from about 100 out from the green. Nice finish from Mitch Day. He kicks his first of the afternoon. The Cats first as well. And this opening term of action, the Cats get their first. They are 1-1-7. They trail Grovedale, who are now... We haven't got the scoreboard in front of us. You're keeping it.
I am. They're
2-2-14.
They're 2-2-14.
The difference with the forward entries is Lara have actually hit up their targets at the moment, and Grovedale are missing. Their goals have come from a Ferguson on the move, a Schaefer turnover, so they're actually moving the ball in their forward half a lot better.
Abbott got it down in the middle as usual. Jeffrey, I shouldn't say as usual, but he's been dominant already. They go wide on half forward, and taking the mark is Hood. He goes with a right foot kick towards Gillett, comes out, Schaefer goes up and takes the mark and does nicely in front. Just held up in the breeze a little bit, Mitch Schaefer in front of Tom Gillett, and a couple of Lara defenders was able to take the mark, and this might be the quick reply for the home side.
Well, they averaged 13 marks inside forward 50, Grovedale, and that's their second for the quarter, so probably just behind track a little bit.
So Mitch Schaefer has kicked one this afternoon already. 40 out. Left foot kick, right half. Oh, he hasn't kicked a goal with that one. He's just got it inside the behind post. So 1 goal, 1 his tally. 2-3-15 now the home side. Lara 1-1-7. 19 and a half played first term. Total Tools a time clock.
They're going to turn it over from the kick in though, Lara. Here's Fegert. And he's kick looking again for Schaefer, flying but not marking. Front of the pack, Aaron Stone slung in the Schaefer tackle. Got a handball release away. Will Ford outside of the right boot. Top of the goal square went through the hands of Gillett. And Lara will look to try and lock this footy up. Aaron Stone in there, or Jordan Stone rather, trying to play a tackle. Ball bobbling around about 20 metres out from the Grovedale goal is now locked up. Bottom of that pack, Aaron Stone once again. Geez, he's everywhere, Aaron Stone this afternoon. And umpire tosses it into the air. Tapped down by Gillett. Running onto the... Oh, that's a free kick. Surely held without the ball. Should have been paid, I think, to Parrish. Umpire didn't see it. And Lara will clear towards the outer wing. And back with the flight, it's Delaney Tim taking the mark. The centre kick towards the right forward pocket. Not a great kick, and Marshall comfortably takes it in front of the Social Club. He wants to come inboard. I reckon his intended target was McKay. He mishit the kick, but thankfully Borchard was there and they're away.
They come out wide towards Koss at half back, who can just take the mark under pressure from Cam Delaney. Thought about the handball to Dan Weigel. Still thinking about the handball to somebody. He comes back to O'Brien. Off a standing start, he just measures the path to the Grovedale wingman. No, comes out. Robertson does nicely to hold it up in the end and needs some Lara support. He gets some now. Kick off the ground by Daniel Green for Lara. Handball back towards Deans. He can't take it. Handball came on the up. Grovedale working hard on the outside. They do nicely. Parrish left foot kick was partly smothered by McKay, and it will be a boundary throw in left half forward for Grovedale. Abbott works his way down. Borchard back in the ruck now for Lara. Boundary throw in. Abbott gets it down to the back of the pack. Schaefer met it, did nicely, got it away. Ford's handball over the top was okay. In fact, it was Jeffrey, got it over the top. Goes up towards centre half forward, standing his ground, taking a mark was McKay. Lara going wide again. Tomicic has to sit and wait. Ball just over his head. Coming through the back, Davies handball to, now standing start, Tim Delaney. Got it back towards Fegan, who had a bunch of the speed wobbles there. Now the ball comes back towards Ford. They go back inboard. Kick around the corner is going to come quickly from Seymour. Goes high for Grovedale. And standing around O'Brien this time takes the mark for Lara.
O'Brien across the face of goal, and he's got Cockrell who marks. Comes outside defensive 50, has a bounce, confronted by the debutant in Ferguson, and then just steps inside him, kicks to the middle, back with the flight, but not marking Fegan. Ball on the ground, there's numbers here, including Abbott, who gives it off to Harrison White. White drives it long, Gillett his target, front position. Wonderful mark. He'll get the free kick anyway for a hold, but it was a Hamlin hanger contender. One-on-one contest, big strong grab from Gillett. The teenage sensation. Now there's a bit going on off the footy between Weigel and Ferguson. He did everything he could there, Casey Young, in that marking contest.
Couldn't have done any more.
He even gave away a free kick, and Gillett was able to clutch it strong and go back in a chance to kick his first of the afternoon. Well, this is what we come to the footy for. It's to see the power forwards do their stuff, and adding to the extra layer is the fact that we've got a 17-year-old doing it in the best country football competition in the country. Gillett 30 metres out, directly in front, kicks the goal. No problem there for the G-Train. He kicks his first. And they've now got 3 on the board of the Tigers. They are 3-3-21. They lead by 14 points. 1-1-7 Lara in this opening term. Thanks to Harvey Norman. Think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices. And the experts chair for Wilson's Real Estate is Matty Kershaw.
Look, it was just another execution error in their back half, trying to kick the ball again into the corridor. They missed the target on Green. Grovedale defended it pretty well and got it back into their forward half pretty quickly. Lara getting plenty of opportunity to rebound. They're just not executing their skill in their back half coming out.
Back in the middle, Abbott gets it down towards the midfielders. Jeffrey working hard in there now. Abbott got it away by hand, did nicely as a second effort. Gets it away quickly to Matt Harvey. He goes out towards Hood.
It's been busy, isn't he, Hood?
Seriously, those two have bought their own footy, Harvey and Hood. So he plays on from centre wing, goes inside. Gillett's got 3 on him in front. Weagle read the ball better. Ball held up in the breeze a little bit. Now Dan Weagle for Lara. Wants to switch the play. Goes towards Robinson, who falls over the crucial stage. And the ball falls in the arms of Harrison White. He runs into goal and he has missed. And through for one behind. Opportunity lost there for the home side. 3-4-22. They lead Lara 1-1-7. Dan Weagle having to come back do the kicking duties after they coughed the footy up at half-back.
Gillett was screaming for it.
Yeah.
He'll bring the ball back into play. Weagle in this opening term. Grovedale on top, 15-point advantage. Might be a slight breeze across the ground looking at how a couple of the balls have moved. Weagle sends it to half-back. Oh, here's Hood. He couldn't take the mark on his chest and was knocked away by Hancock. Abbott, though, unlikely rover. Kick inside 50. Down low, Chafer, who's been busy in this opening term as well. They found out there's $100 on the line from the Leopold Sporties for the best player of the day. And they figure if they can get a bit of the footy, they are going to be all over this. Tim Delaney's come from the ground. We might get to you in a moment, Buzz, after this shot at goal that hopefully Mitch Chafer, for his sake and Grovedale's sake, can put through. Torquay product sends it on its way, and he's pulled it to the right. But Buzz, you're down boundary side, and I think you've got Tim Delaney with you for a quick chat.
No, can you give me a couple minutes, mate? He's just walked under the bench.
Okay, we'll get him in a second then. And the margin now 16. 3-5-23, plays 1-1-7.
So Weagle this time goes to the Social Club side and looking for a mark. No mark taken. Grovedale ahead of the ball again. They come out. Fegert was there as the siren sounds for quarter time. And it is the home side 3-5-23. They lead Lara 1-1-7.
Buzz, down to you. I'm not sure whether you can get hold of Tim now as he makes his way out to the huddle, just to get his thoughts on the opening quarter. We'll get down to Josh Conway, who's down boundary side with Tim Delaney.
Tim, what did you make of the opening term? Does it feel a bit like round one, after this long way off we've had?
Yeah, no, for sure. It's, 3-4 week break, middle of the footy season, nothing we've ever done before. So, yeah, it feels like round one a little bit. So it's good, fresh legs.
What have you made of the opening term from your side?
Yeah, I thought we were a little bit scrappy with our forward entries a little bit there. But, work rate was pretty good going into the win, so hopefully we keep running forward and playing some good footy.
Well, thanks for your time, Tim.
Tim Delaney there with Josh Conway. Great to have access to the players. It's quarter time. We'll take a break, come back. We'll have a look at some of the scores. And I'll tell you what, Shane Stone has pulled his boys in very, very quickly to have a quick chat. So we might find out if we speak with somebody from Lara about what Rock has to say to his boys about that opening quarter of footy. We'll go around the ground shortly for Leopold Sportsman's Club. Leopold Sport is your complete family venue. It's Saturday afternoon football from Burdo Reserve. Thanks to APCO. Buy a barista-made coffee from your local APCO Cafe 24/7. Your chance to win free coffee for a year. Find out more at your local APCO Cafe 24/7. Live, breathe, K-Rock football.
Weekend breakfast with Andy and Ben.
Benny, you're turning the big 30 next month. Do you get to pick a birthday cake each year?
No, not really.
A 3-year-old from the UK, she was asked what cake she wanted for her birthday.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Like some sort of Bluey or Peppa Pig.
She wanted the Lion King.
Oh, that's nice.
Which is really cute. However, she wanted a particular scene from the Lion King to feature. She wanted the exact moment of Mufasa dying.
Spoiler alert.
She said everyone will be too sad to eat the cake and I'll be able to eat it all. Do you just replicate the old Mufasa Lion King cake?
Yeah, I might watch a couple of the old Saw movies, see if there's a scene out of one of those that I could use.
Weekend breakfast with Andy and Ben on K-Rock 955. The Ponds is now open for indoor and outdoor dining, 12 noon till 9 p.m. every day. Bookings essential.
Living in pain? Not performing at your best? See Geelong's trusted allied health professionals at Corio Bay Health Group, looking after the people of Greater Geelong for more than 35 years. Choose from physio, Pilates, sports medicine and psychology, myotherapy and remedial massage, hand therapy, podiatry, acupuncture and dietetics. Be fit, be active, be healthy, be better. Call 1300 880 834 or book an appointment online at 9 convenient locations. CorioBayHealth.com.au.
Shane Crawford here with Chance, my local APCO Cafe 24/7 barista. Chance, what makes your award-winning coffee taste so good?
It's the ingredients and care in every cup. We use our signature blend, Giganti beans, and Aussie-owned, Aussie-made Pura milk. Our award-winning Giganti beans are specialty roasted and Pura milk textured until silky smooth for the best cup of coffee.
Giganti Coffee, Pure Milk and APCO Cafe 24/7, all proudly Australian-owned. APCO Cafe 24/7, now that's a good barista coffee.
We've got you.
Hi, I'm Patrick Dangerfield. When you're on the highway to the danger zone, make sure it's in a Rex Gorell new or used car. Rex Gorell just can't be beaten. They top the ladder when it comes to range, service, value and quality. So you'll only get the best when you buy your car from Rex Gorell. Family owned and committed to Geelong. Do what I've done. Join the winning team at Rex Gorell.
Rex Gorell, Fine Street on the Trobe Terrace, Geelong. Visit rexgorell.com.au. LMCTs 1308 8349.
On road, off road. Check out Geelong 4-wheel drive and camping, the home of Ironman 4x4. Everything is on display in the huge showroom, and you can get great deals on bull bars, winches, suspension, swags, and more. They're your local agent for Carry Boy canopies, plus X-Rocks bars, Clearview towing mirrors, HEMA mapping, and Ozpig. Before you go on your next 4-wheel drive and camping adventure, get a pre-trip inspection. Geelong 4-wheel drive and camping, Melbourne Road, North Geelong, next to Supercheap.
Metricon is recruiting quality painters, brickies, carpenters and tilers to build the homes people simply love to live in. We're waiting to employ you right now with projects ready for you to work on. We pay well and on time. And we provide you long-term job certainty working on clean, safe sites with professional site management. To be part of a great team, call 1300 Metricon. That's 1300 Metricon. CDBU 52967.
Thanks to Warralilly.
Starts it right, will look to try and work it back with just the slight breeze. That's what Gary Rowan like in the way it worked back. Started it right and drew it nicely.
He goes with a right foot kick toward Gillett, comes out, Chafer goes up and takes the mark and does nicely in front. Just held up in the breeze a little bit, Mitch Chafer in front of Tom Gillett.
White drives it long, Gillett his target, front position. Oh, wonderful mark. He'll get the free kick anyway for a hold, but it was a Hamlin hanger contender. Yeah, we're back here at Burdew Reserve, and it is a 16-point Grovedale lead, 3-5-23, Lara 1-1-7. We'll get to Josh Conway in a moment. The umpires have actually put the whistle on both teams, and we can hear Daniel Fraser. These effects mics, he's very vocal with his group at the moment. Shane Stone talking with his players as well. Might give us an opportunity to go around the grounds. GDFL, what have you got for us, Jace?
Yes, Geelong West 15, Anarchy 7, Winchelsea 31 at home, Corio 15, Thompson 44, Belmont 17, no score, North Geelong, East Geelong, Werribee up at the Duck Pond 4-3-27, Bellpost Hill 3-5-23, and all square in the top of the table clash, Bannockburn 3-4-22, Inverleigh 3-4-22.
Grovedale 23, Lara 7 here at Burdew Reserve, St Joseph's 22, Leopold 1, Bell Park 20, St Mary's 4, South Barwon 24, St Albans yet to score, Geelong West 14, Newtown and Chilwell 22, North Shore 17, Colac 32, and in the Bellarine Football League this afternoon where it is round 12, that's where we've picked things up, and it is Anglesey 1, trailing Mottawarri 9, no score from Amos and Queenscliff, Drysdale 25, Barwon Heads 8, Newcombe 33, Port Arlington 1 behind, Ocean Grove 6, Torquay flexing their muscle 35, as we go down to Josh Conway, who is waiting very patiently to have his chat with Shane Stone. Come on in, Josh.
Shane, you grabbed the guys in pretty quickly at that quarter time sign. What was the message?
Well, we've sort of changed things up. We want to go through what's happened that quarter and talk about that before we send them to their lines. So that's probably the only reason for that. It's probably something we're going to have a look at today and see how that works for us. Just to change things up with gives the line coaches and the players a little bit of an idea of what we're sort of seeing before they get into their lines.
And I heard you mention work rate a few times? Was that something that was pretty glaring in that opening term to you?
Yeah, just the work rate away from the footy. Like, it's all right when they're involved, but just that defensive running and just the work rate once it leaves their area, work a bit harder.
Thanks for your time, Rob.
Buzz, pretty quiet for St John of God in terms of injuries. Of course, St John of God, your emergency specialist, now open 24/7. Nothing to report.
No, there was Harry White early on. Kingy, I saw him doing a few windmills, just working out his shoulder that is strapped, but he looks fine and played on after that little knock he had.
Thank you for that. Good work, Buzz. St John of God, your emergency specialist, now open 24/7. Myers Street in Geelong CBD. And, of course, Buzz down Boundary Side for Loco Sportswear, team apparel for champion teams. Just staff making their way off the ground, and we're not too far away from this second quarter of action from Berta Reserve. Kirsch, your thoughts on that opening quarter for Wilson's Real Estate?
Well, I just think that a lot of Grovedale scoring opportunities were from turnovers in the back half, and if Lara can just sort of, they look to switch or come into the corridor every time they had ball in hand, and they look like they tried to rush it or panic. Just change the game up a little bit, kick a couple down the line, mix it up, make the defenders, or at least Grovedale's defensive unit, try and work it a little bit harder. And Grovedale probably should have been a couple more goals in front. They missed a few set shots they should have got. So I think that's probably one area they can clean up on Lara.
The Leopold Sporties, Port Adelaide 47, Gold Coast 7 as his second quarter gets underway. Thanks to Warrelly, here's Jason Doherty.
Abbott got it down to Nathan Deans, who got a push completely in the back and will take the free kick once he finds the footy in the middle of the mud and gets up.
Should be about 20 kilo heavy on that ball.
Around. So he's going to get a nice bit of mud on that jumper now. He goes towards centre half forward. Big pack there. Mark taken. Well, I thought the person in front, but anyway, the umpire said the person second in line got it. And I think it's Hancock who goes with the kick towards centre wing. Coming across and taking the mark is Marshall for Lara. He goes towards half forward. White stood his ground for Grovedale. Did nicely. Handball. Hall Parrish set him a task, and he got a good tackle as well. But Dean's little kick over the top was okay. And I think Will Ford's bought his own footy too today. He's had plenty of it in the first term. He goes from half-back to centre half-back. Ford just stands. That's Luke. Does nicely. Takes the mark in front of Mitch Day. Called to play on. He switches the ball further afield. So across to the opposite side half-back flank now. And they go through Baker, who goes short again. So just controlling the football at the moment. Tim Delaney's got it at half-back for the Tigers. Goes towards... Oh, good mark coming up there.
It's impressive.
And the mark is taken by Seymour, goes towards a centre half, towards half forward, but getting across there, Dylan Grimes style, is Daniel Weagle for Lara.
He brings it into the middle of Berto Reserve. It rolls through the mud towards Finn Parrish. He got a handball away that missed its target, but here is Ferguson again coming up. The kick missed its target in Hood. Coming the other way was Mackay. He couldn't take it for Lara. Phillips dived on the footy. Got a handball up for Grovedale to Ferguson. He gives it off to Finn Parrish. Parrish kick inside forward 50. Gillett on a searching lead. Oh, back with the flight. Good courage shown, but no mark paid for Grovedale, and a chance to clear here. It's Speedy Deans on the ground. He's just picking himself up and dusting himself off. Lara have got it to half back, and we're going to get a ball up. Or is it a free kick? Either way, no, it's going to be a free kick. It's going to go to Lockie Smith, and he'll send the Tigers back into attack. Grovedale kicking to the Torquay Road end, looking for a marking option and dropping back, taking a nice mark is Weagle for Lara. He goes to right half back, and stretching and marking is Mackay. Got it on the half-back flank, outer side of the ground, one to a one-on-one over the head of both Jose and Luke Ford. Jose will find it on the ground for Lara, and then got a handball out wide. In fact, it was cut off by Luke Ford. He looped it over the top. Chance here taking the footy and getting through the traffic there is Seymour. Seymour got a handball back, kick on the left boot, comes towards left half forward for Grovedale. It's off hands and out of bounds, and we'll get a boundary throw in. So nearly 2 minutes ticked over on the total Tools time clock. And it is still a 16-point Grovedale advantage. 3-5-23 playing a 1-1-7 in the second term, thanks to Warrelly.
So boundary throw in. Left half forward for the Tigers. Torquay Road, end of the ground. Abbott holds Borchard off, gets it over the back, does nicely. Will Ford inside 50. Tumbling punt, though, out to the left-hand side, out of bounds on the full in the end. Lara will have the resultant free kick, and it's Ben O'Brien who goes short back inboard. So just trying to control the play, Lara, in their defensive 50. There's not much on offer. So he's going to go long and wide out towards centre wing. Big pack there, punched away easily in the end by Campy for Grovedale, and sees it over the boundary line for a throw-in again, left half forward. Played a couple of minutes in this second term. Total Tools time clock. 3-5 playing 1-1. Abbott again against Borchard. Works his way to the front. Ryan Abbott takes it out of the ruck contest this time. Chopped off by Stone, though. He goes with a left foot kick. Back high towards centre wing. And is that a hold, said the umpire? Yes, it is. Daniel Green's going to take it for Lara on centre wing.
Finn Parrish doing the holding. Green will come towards centre half forward, puts it out in front of Day, advances in front of him, and Baker. Day with a wonderful little block. Just opened the door up for Jordan Stone. Jordan Stone outside of the right boot, looking for Tom Hancock. He couldn't take it down low, might have caught one to the scone. Handball by Lockie Smith, cut off by Stone, deserves a goal. Wonderful finish.
Great goal.
Lammy's Tavern goal of the afternoon contender from Aaron Stone. He cut off the handball of Lockie Smith and then was able to pounce on the footy and send it through for a much-needed goal for the Cats. Good finish from Stone. They kick their second of the afternoon. They're now 2-1-13. Grovedale 3-5-23 on the K-Rock second quarter Warralilly scoreboard. Warralilly live in Geelong's most awarded community.
Go to the play just a set before that when Daniel Green got that free kick, kicked it in the forward line. Mitch Day's body work on his opponent to allow to clear the path for Jordan Stone was fantastic. Stoney nearly hits that hit up, but great pressure by Aaron Stone and well-deserved goal to Lara Cats. Great work, Mitch Day.
Kingy, just a little fun fact too, just looking at the AFL Bowen live stream, which picking up this wonderful K-Rock call. Darcy Parish, one of the viewers, one of the millions watching, which is great to see, watching his younger brothers in action.
Yeah, he's just recovering from that leather poisoning that he picked up over in Perth.
So back to the middle. Lara, the first goal of the second term. Abbott goes up, gets it down, off the back of the pack though. Lara have got it and they get it back towards centre half forward again. Smith though, read it the better, took the mark at centre half back for Grovedale, switches the play. And they take the mark there. That is Harvey. He's going to chip the ball short. Parrish called to play on, no 15, said the umpire. Kicks around the corner towards centre wing. Might be okay, and is. And they can move the ball through Phillips. He's thought about going, doesn't know where to go now, and he kicks into the man on the mark at the end. Might be okay. Ford gets it there. He gives it back to Abbott. Now they come back to Parrish off a step. Oh, good play by Lara across the centre wing position there. They kept the pressure on. They smothered the footy in the end, and they saw it over the boundary line for a throw in.
Had a couple of little wins there, a couple of 50-50 wins. Good frontal pressure.
Yeah, Daniel Green with the smother.
They're having a little bit of a moment here, Lara, getting themselves back in the game.
Ball back into play from behind. Abbott winning the tap down. Green trying to barge his way through, left it behind. Seymour, a handball over the top to Deans. Deans back to Seymour for Grovedale. Got it on true centre wing. He cuts back inboard with the kick, looking for a marking option, but coming off his man, Weagle takes the mark comfortably. He'll look to bring it broadcast side. Instead, he just goes with a short, neat little kick, and he finds again Green with the footy. He's got it at half back, takes on the man on the mark and then releases a handball to Weagle. Weagle feigned a handball back to Green, but instead turned onto his right boot. Kicks towards half forward. Day front position on the juggle. Couldn't find it. And he nearly found it on the ground. Palms it away towards Hancock, but Tim Delaney caught one high. Gave a handball off. Parrish with the clearing kick. Now gets it to Indy. Parrish might be Finn out to Indy, and his neat little kick's okay to go 15. Gee, barely. And if it's not 15, it should be 50 because the man on the mark held up the youngster on debut in Ferguson. His kick missed the target. Going back and trying to find the ball on the ground was Mackay. Did okay. Handball release. They're inside defensive 50, but they're going to clear here. The Cats have done okay to get it out towards on the far side Koss.
So now they go from half-back Koss towards centre wing. Lara. Over the back was Wilford. Couldn't take the mark. Needs some support in the contest. Gets it as well. They get it out the back quickly. Tim Delaney's kick was partly smothered. Falls into the arms quickly of O'Meara. Now Lara have got it. Daniel Green again. Tries to get around a couple. Goes with the right foot in the end. Wide towards half forward. Punched away from behind from Robertson. Over the back. And it's out of bounds for a throw in. So Lara just into attack right half forward. They're 2-1-13. They trail Grovedale 3-5-23. Tomacic having a run in the ruck again. And Harvey is held up in the tackle there for Grovedale. Oh! And he's paid.
I actually reckon that's right now. He's paid the dangerous tackle. He slung him.
Slung him?
Yeah.
It was Mitch Day who's protesting at the umpire, but free kick is with Grovedale.
It might have been Marshall.
Was it Marshall? Sorry, it was Marshall. Sorry.
They have been told, the umpires, apparently there was a little email went out this week to the umpiring fraternity that they're going hard on those tackles.
The new national directive Kingy, from the AFL umpire.
Rightly so too.
Kick towards half forward. Oh, big fly. Ferguson got nowhere near it. Front of the pack, Matty Spence. He was held without it. Umpire said play on. Deans laid a tackle, then dived on the loose footy. Handball up to Hood. Kick inside forward, 51-on-1. It's over the head of both Gillett and also out the back. Young. Chance for Tim Delaney trying to get a handball up. He's wrapped up in a tackle. It might have been Mackay bringing him to ground. Was a good tackle. And in the left forward pocket, 8 or 9 metres from goal, where you're going to get a ball up, was O'Brien actually holding Cam Delaney.
And well, they're defensively at the back then, Grovedale.
Tosses it into the edge. Will do the ruck work. He'll win the palm down. Ball hits the deck. Delaney, quick snap, had it partially smothered. Dumped in the tackle with Jordan Stone. Here's Yalland, was able to get a handball release and a chance to clear here. Well, the tackle was very, very good. Dragging the Lara player to ground. It was laid by Hood at the bottom of that pack, trying to get away. Was Kay, and it's going to be a ball up at right half forward. So good pressure there from Lockie Hood on the Falcons list, but just can't break into the Paul Corrigan coach lineup.
Thomas just gets it down for the ruck contest for Lara. Ball still in dispute. Comes back out towards Harvey, picks it up, gets it away quickly. He gets it away towards Seymour, goes back inboard. In fact, it might have been, it was Seymour. Towards half forward for Grovedale. They've got the handball back out to Parrish. Off a step 40 out right foot. Kick, open goal square, kicks it. And does nicely. Finn Parrish to finish that off and kick his first of the afternoon. And the fourth for the home side, Grovedale, 4-5-29. And they lead Lara 2-1-13. Second quarter, thanks to Warrilla, live in Geelong's most awarded community. And in the experts chair for Wilson's Real Estate, Matt Kershaw.
They were a little bit disappointed with that in the Lara coaches' bots, because I reckon they had 3 or 4 minutes there where they probably had the opportunity to go forward a little bit more Lara, but they sort of stuffed around with it through that middle corridor. But you can't give Grovedale much of a chance going forward because they're going to hurt you on the scoreboard.
Great to see both parishes lining up. Cassidy, I think, playing up in the Wimmera League at the moment, and you've got a brother that goes all right, I think, playing for Essendon, doing okay.
He goes all right.
See Zach Merritt signed a 6-year deal during the week. Surely Darcy's going to get thrown something similar his way as Abbott climbed high in the ruck, won the tap down, rolls towards centre half forward. Green tracking it for Lara, picked it up, then got out of trouble. Kicked towards left half forward. Bouncing ball in front of Tom Hancock. Ball at ground level. Luke Ford just knocks it away, but only into the path of Yalland. Yalland a handball over the top to Cockrell. Cockrell will kick on his left. Just hit the kick, and it's going to float wide and out of the reach of Bailey Ettridge and bounce out of bounds at the cricket nets, and we'll get a boundary thrown in the left forward pocket. More than 10 minutes ticked over on the Total Tools time clock. Total Tools, every tool for every trade. Nice afternoon in the garden if you're doing some DIY around the house. We've got it on KROC 955. Hope you're enjoying the call.
Tell you what,
Lara and Grovedale.
with the sun coming in here, I'm getting a pillow shortly. This is amazing. Ball in. Abbott gets it down, front of the pack. Harvey seriously has got it on a string, goes around the corner towards half back. Weagle comes up nicely, right foot kick high, back towards the 10 metre square for Lara, goes over the back of the pack. Tim Delaney looking for a hold. The umpire said no, and it will be a boundary throw in the right forward pocket for the Cats. So Mitch Day going to do the ruck work.
Tom Hawkins-style.
Yep, Tom Hawkins-style against Ryan Abbott. So, boundary throw in.
He'd probably prefer it against a key back than Ryan Abbott, of course.
So, thrown in now, gets in front, Mitchie, does nicely. Ball falls out the back. Stone can't take it with him. Is that a push in the back? The umpire said play on. Ball spills free. Harvey gets it away. Now they're through Smith. Grovedale go towards centre wing. Oh, that's a good grab. A very good grab out there, and the handball came quickly from Cam Delaney, and they run free. Grovedale go inside 50 again. Chafer over the back. He falls. The ball doesn't fall for him though. He gets a trip. I think the umpire gave it away. Mitch Chafer.
There's a bit going on behind the footy here, Jace. Kane Ettridge nearly put Luke Ford to sleep. He just chuck him in a nice sleeper hole.
The umpire's blowing the whistle.
Yep. So there's going to be ramifications from that little squabble down the other end of the ground.
Paid a high contact free kick.
So if that's the case, that will go all the way to where the ball is and a potential shot at goal for Grovedale.
So the ball currently is 40 out from the Grovedale goal. And the squabble happened at the other end of the ground after the ball moved pretty freely from Grovedale's back line.
It was the two Ettridge boys, Jace, Kane and Bailey. They were both in there.
Helping each other out. And
Tommy Gillett's sprinting for the ball.
Of course he is.
No, not. Has to give it over.
Because Chafer was there. I think he gave away the free kick to Matt Spence.
Yeah,
the leg. So Mitch Chafer will get the free kick, 40 out from goal directly in front.
Is that a few shots?
Coach killers, aren't they?
That is. Mate, that's 120-metre free kick.
And Mitch has kicked 1 goal, 2. He's had plenty of the footy in this opening quarter and a bit here at Voodoo. And this will not please Shane Stone one bit. He comes in, left foot kick, has kicked it as well. Mitch Chafer puts his second on the board. And for Grovedale, their fifth, they're 5-5-35. They lead Lara 2-1-13. We've played 12 and a half minutes second term, thanks to the Total Tools time clock second quarter, thanks to Warralilly. And here's Matt Kershaw.
Gone are the days where you'd go, get them off, bring them off, because your rotations are so important now to what you're trying to achieve in a whole game of football. But, geez, we just spoke about a coach killer, and, we were talking about Lara trying to get themselves back into the game. They had an opportunity, balls in their forward half, and something like that absolutely kills you, and it drops momentum as well, so...
Back in the middle for Borchard and Abbott. Abbott just pushed Borchard, grabbed it out of the ruck and then sent it towards right half forward the kick. Hood underneath it, back with the flight. No mark taken there by Hancock. That was Jack for Lara. Chance now for Lockie. Hood received the handball from Phillips. Kick towards Gillett. Oh, wonderful mark. He just plucked it like taking an apple off a tree. It was like there was nobody on him, and he just said, I'll take this out of the sky, thanks very much. And there was nothing young O'Brien could do. And Tom Gillett, he is a man mountain. He's 17 years of age, and he's put together like you would not believe.
It's his first mark.
Is he signing autographs at school yet?
Oh, 100% he would be walking around with
Grovedale,
an autograph book.
Very popular at Grovedale College, but the talk is that he's unaffected by all the
hype of it all.
Yeah. He'll need to start this one right goalpost and work it, and that's what he's done. He's kicked his second, Tommy Gillett, and he's got 30 for the season. And they have skipped away now here, Grovedale. It was an arm wrestle for the opening part of that second quarter, but they've now banged on 3 consecutive goals to push the margin out to 28 points. They're 6-5-41. Lara at 2-1-13 in the second quarter, thanks to Warralilly. Live in Geelong's most awarded community. Want to find out how? Check out warralilly.com.au.
Yeah, that's for his first mark, second goal.
Because he was robbed of the first mark by the free kick.
Yeah, exactly right. I would have paid the mark just for the theatrics of it all, but...
Well, it's robbed you of the Hamlin hanger.
It has. It was the Hamlin free kick of the day anyway.
What it does do, though, is it robs Lara of about 5 or 6 minutes of good footy.
Oh, 100% it does.
Two in a minute.
Exactly right. Yeah, Mitch Day into the ruck, give Borchard a spell against Ferguson, first gamer.
Gee, it's a big ask, though, when you take away your key forward.
Oh, well, that's their only avenue is really him to goal, and we've spoke about it, throughout this game already. Who's going to kick their goals now? No one's had a shot on goal apart from Mitch, so... Oh, Aaron Stone's kicked one, but, they really need to find something else down there. Brock Van Doren's injured, of course, so they are missing that second tier forward.
So back to the middle, Day goes up, Ferguson against him. Ferguson tries to track it back. They get it out, Lara, though. Inside 50, Tomacic this time behind. Probably gave away the free kick. The umpire said play on. Luke Ford's handball was fantastic. That was
Ettridge again.
Ettridge again. Luke Ford coming up with the free kick. Came in pretty indiscriminately there, but just the free kick, no 50 or anything like that. And Ford gets on with it, goes out wide. Should have been a free kick, really, I think, to Hancock there, to Marshall for Lara. Got one over the shoulder, but the umpire said play on. And there will be a ball up now in between wing and half forward for the Cats. Day comes up against Ferguson. So just forward for Lara. Mitch Day gets it down. Deans tracks it towards the boundary line. Needs some support. Ferguson followed up. Got the handball free, and they get it out wide to Seymour.
Seymour sends it towards half forward. It's over the head of Cam Delaney. Lara have got numbers back there trying to hold the footy up. And there's a big tackle laid. It might have been Gillett laying that tackle. In fact, it might be Ferguson who's gone forward. And we will get a ball up. About 50 out from the Grovedale goal. Ferguson and Day. Day, a wonderful tap to Cockrell, who departed the scene before taking the footy.
He did.
So had to go back and find it. And then the loose footy is in the hands of Hood. Hood's bouncing ball inside 50. Rolling, in fact, it was Harvey. Rolling ball, Phillips. Phillips, a left foot snap over his shoulder. Back with the flight. Delaney couldn't complete the mark. And it is through for a rush behind for Grovedale, who now lead by 29. Score 42-13, 6-6, playing 2-1 on the Warralilly second quarter K-Rock GFL scoreboard.
So Weagle, full back for Lara, called to play on now. Goes wide, and it's okay. Finds Jose. takes the mark.
This is the kick. This is their second one. They've got to come down the line here.
It's got Day short. He goes further afield. Over the back, Stone. Oh, good mark. Plucks it. Good catch at second slip. Nice. By Jordan Stone.
Mark Warlock.
It was. Takes it on centre wing for Lara. Goes towards half forward. Grovedale file back. Comes towards the back of the pack. Over the top there was Bailey Ettridge. Couldn't take it. He goes now. A couple of Lara players there. They can't get it away. Luke Ford's clearing kick. Only as far as Stone again. Jordan. Right foot tumbling punt back inside 50. Good mark. Campy just stood his ground. Did nicely for the Tigers.
Campy will send it into the left back pocket where he's got Parrish with the footy. That's Indy with the footy. He kicks now onto the chest of Chafer. Chafer is called to play on in front of the Social Club. Good social distance crowd. As he goes very wide. Luke Smith, that's a good grab. That's a very good grab with Weagle bearing down on him. No mean feat against Dan Weagle, who's one of the better one-on-one defenders in the competition. Smith comes inboard to Chafer, who right now might have $100 to spend at the Leopold Sporties.
Got 100 kicks.
Gives a handball off back to Smith. Smith kicks on his left towards halfway. It's not a great kick, it's a poor kick, and McKay has marked comfortably there for Lara. He's got the footy at right half back. It's Marshall. Marshall driving the ball on the bounce towards Day. Getting in the way was Will Jeffrey. Head over the ball, trying to take possession, couldn't. Wonderful pick up Mitch Day, and then the handball release was okay to Cockrell. Cockrell gives it back to Weagle. Weagle's got it at right half back for Lara. He'll kick now towards half forward, and Hancock worked under it by Campy. Out the back, Harrison White did a Bailey. Cockrell was leaving without the footy. He got a handball up though. Parrish, that was Finn. Gives it off towards Harvey. Harvey kicked to the wing. Paul Weagle stands tall again for Lara and marks.
Weagle back in board. Okay, Jose goes up, takes the mark, wants to play on quickly, gets it going, runs through half forward, takes the bounce, has to be quick now, goes to the right foot, kick long, open goal square. Green gets back there, can't take the mark. Did nicely in the end to get the ball to the front. Deans, he got it away for Grovedale. They might be out of trouble. The handball though was indiscriminate, came back to Luke Ford, works in the phone box nicely to Deans. His handball was okay, got it back speedy, under pressure, got one in the back. The umpire said held to him.
Yeah, this is the moment Lara are getting themselves back in the game a little bit with ball in hand. Mitch Day's got to go forward. They've got to make that change now. Borchard back in the ruck.
Yep, he is. He's up against Ferguson now. Right half forward for Lara. Ball off the back of the pack. Luke Ford had a good term. Handball over the top. He runs out of room in the end, and we'll have a boundary thrown in front of the Social Club. The opposite side of where the K-Rock commentary box is at 6:42 Grovedale. They lead Lara 2-1-13. We've played 20 minutes, second term total tools time clock.
Every tool for every trade. Thank you, Jason Doherty. Ball back into play. Borchard front position. The tap down. Cockrell took it on the bounce. Released a handball off. Marshall, quick kick inside forward 50. Bouncing ball over the head of Campy. Falls for Day, but he had a fit of the fumbles in the opportune time for Lara. Ford, that's Luke going in low. He'll get a free kick for below the knees contact that might have come from Hancock. That's Tom Hancock, who's got the very closely cropped hair. In fact, there's none. It's the old-fashioned zero. Ford sends it wide. It's not a great kick. He's looking at it here for Seymour, and it was well judged down low by Cos. Max Cos, short, not a great goal. He actually kicks okay. Hancock, Cockrell, gave it to Green. Green on his left boot, just a quick snapping kick to the top of the goal square. Knocked away by the Grovedale defence. Straight to Cockrell. Floating ball to the goal square. Back with a flight off the hands of Campy and through for a behind for Lara. So a minor score. Their first behind of the second quarter. They trail by 28. The score, thanks to Warralilly, the second quarter is 42. Playing 14-6-6. Playing the old Archbishop Desmond 2-2.
So the Tigers at full back come short in towards Tim Delaney, who takes the mark. Thought about the handball over the top back to Harrison White, who kicked it in, but he elects to go further over the head of Ferguson. At the back, Weagle got himself into trouble, and the don't argue. Oh, he got it back in the end. The handball turned over again from Hood back to Weagle. He goes high towards centre half forward, punched away at the back of the pack, and that came from Feagate. Now through the middle, Yellen gets it out the back and does nicely towards Matt Spence. He goes out wide. It's a good kick. Taywin Robinson takes the mark, plays on quickly at right half forward, back inboard, looking for Day, and the big fella puts his hands up. Matt Kershaw's very happy with him at full forward, and he takes the mark and will shoot the goal from 25 out directly in front for his second.
I understand you got to give your ruckman a little bit of a spell, but getting back there when you can, particularly when you got a little bit of momentum in the game.
Half time at Metricon Stadium for Leopold Sporties. Port Adelaide 47, lead Gold Coast 13.
So Mitch Day has kicked 1-1 this afternoon already. a chance for Lara's third. He comes in.
Now we'll give it some air.
Right foot kick, gave it some air and missed it. So 1 goal, 2. His personal tally this afternoon, 2-3-15. Now the Cats. They trail Grovedale 6-6-42. 22 played. Second term. Total Tools time clock, and second quarter thanks to Warralilly Living, Geelong's most awarded community.
Harrison White takes off with a bounce, then runs his full measure and sends it very, very long. Gillett's come up the ground and taken a nice mark just back of the wing outer side. He plays on now. He sends a long ball towards left half forward. Delaney from behind couldn't take the mark for Grovedale. Then found it at ground level, knocked it forward. Found Jeffrey. Jeffrey a handball over the top for Grovedale to Indy Parish. He gives it back by hand to Jeffrey. Jeffrey shot on goal is good. Wonderful finish. Great build up there from the Tigers, and it's finished off by Jeffrey, but the work of Delaney, he couldn't take the mark in a 1-on-2, but he was able to knock it forward into the path of a teammate, and the finish was nice from Will Jeffrey. And once again, Lara working hard, but getting no reward, and at the other end, Grovedale making the pay, and the margin is 33. 7-6-48 plays 2-3-15 on the second quarter. K-Rock scoreboard. Thanks to Warralilly, Living Geelong's most awarded community, and for Wilson's Real Estate, Geelong property done properly. Here's Matt Kershaw.
You summed it up pretty well there, Kingy. Lara had a bit of the play there for 2-3 minutes. They finally get it to their key forward. He kicks a point. Grovedale will go coast to coast. We talked about coach killers throughout the day, and that certainly is one of them.
Back in the middle, Abbott against Borchard. Still in the glue pot there in the middle. Kicked out quickly by Will Ford for Grovedale. Yellen played for a push in the back, didn't get one. Lara working hard to push it on the outside. They do a good tackle though in the end, is it? The umpire said yes. I think he's going to pay. I think he's going to pay holding the ball. He had plenty of opportunity there. The Lara player, and Deans will take off quickly and down the field, said the umpire. So late there with a tackle, Green against Deans. And Grovedale will take the free kick left half forward. Kick over the top by Delaney towards Gillett. It goes up, can't take the mark. Punched away from Young from behind though. Grovedale again. Ferguson does nicely. Right foot kick towards the top of the square. Delaney goes up. He can't take the mark. Front and centre was pretty good there. Grovedale had the numbers. It comes out quickly. And I think it's through for one behind. It is to the home side. So they go to 7-49. Lead Lara 2-3-15.
I like the look of this Ferguson, Jace. He has certainly showed a lot today at this level.
Kick came from outside the goal square and it's bounced out of play. So it means it'll be a boundary throw. And it's once you haven't left the goal square and the ball goes out of bounds from that kick in after a behind, that it's out in the full. So it will be a boundary throw-in. So a bullet dodge there.
A rarity in footy now, wouldn't it, Kingy?
It's very rare, yeah. I don't know when Saktui, when he's launching a torp, might be the only one that stays in the square. Here's Aaron Stone outside of the left boot. His kick. Robertson front position, couldn't take the mark. Kept it in front of him, though. Did okay to try and win the footy, but he won't win the footy. And trying to barge his way through is Will Ford for Grovedale. He's held up. Tackle laid is a good one to keep him from going anywhere. That was Robertson that held him up, and we will get a ball up. Just forward of the wing, right half forward for Grovedale. Broadcast side Abbott into space. The tap for Harvey, who gave it to Deans just around the back of him. Kick inside 50. Was touched off the boot. So a quick handball release came to Koss of Lara. He gave it back from whence it came, which was Mackay. He's lost it. Quick snap on goal might have been from Phillips. He's missed to the right through for a behind. And the margin is 35. 50 playing 15 in this second quarter. That on the Total Tools time clock is around 26 minutes played.
They play on quickly. Mackay from full back for Lara goes out wide. Looks for Hancock. Big punch away. In fact, it was Marshall that was out there. And it's punched over the line for a boundary throw-in. There's Ferguson across there doing some defensive work for the Tigers. So boundary throw-in. Left half forward. Late stages this second term. Borchard in front. Got it down. Got to do his own roving work in the end. Abbott lays on him. And the umpire says, boys, get up. You'll do some ruck work now for a ball up. Still left half forward for Grovedale. Abbott got it down nicely to the outside. Yellen put a tackle on. Worried Will Ford out of it. Ball high towards half forward. Good mark going back with the fly to the ball think that's Hancock. Goes short, or in fact, it goes longer in the end. Over the top was Green, got a hand to. He couldn't take it though for Lara. Out the back, Davies for the Tigers. Does nicely, settles the play down. Goes out towards half forward. Ferguson can't take the mark. Weagle gets back there. His handball back inboard to Koss back. They go Lara now towards centre wing. Day, who gets a push in the back. The umpire says play on. Tim Delaney at the back. Handball over the top. They've got some time and space. White now from centre half back. Opens to the fat side. Does nicely. Indy Parrish is across there. Got a bit of time. Stone has to try and make up a ground. In fact, he runs out of room. And it's out of bounds for a boundary throw in on the opposite side of the ground. So 27 played second term. And it is 7-8-50. Grovedale Lara 2-3-15.
Warralilly K-Rock scoreboard. Warralilly live in Geelong's most awarded community. Boundary throw in true centre wing. Both ruckmen nullify each other. Ball comes to the front of the pack. Cockrell was clean. Handball to Yelland. Yelland in the helmet. Snaps a kick for Lara towards the wing. It eludes Green. Bouncing ball attacked by Finn Parrish. Coming the other way was Cockrell. Handball released to Green. Green for Lara. Sees Day on a lead. Oh, stretching and marking is a good grab in front of Baker. He's a long way from home. There's an open goal square, but he decides just to lob a kick into the path of Green, who'd kept running, and he's about 15 metres closer to goal than what Mitch Day was. And this for a much-needed major in the shadows of half-time for the Cats. Trailing by 35. He's gone back to Weagle. He's going to drive a long ball that just fades late through from behind. Throws his head back in disappointment as Dan Weagle hasn't kicked a goal this year. Only just a 6 in his 71-game career. And a missed opportunity there for the Cats, who now trail by 34. They're 2-4-16. They trail Grovedale 7-8-50 in the second term. That on the Total Tools time clock is at 29 minutes.
Harrison White plays on. Tom Gillett just back on the ground at half back. Oh, Cam Delaney's there as well. Over the back of the pack. Ball spills free. Goes quickly from Hancock. Inside 50 for Lara. Off the side of the pack. Stone does nicely. Turns around and kicks the goal. Great play at the front of the pack by Aaron Stone. And he kicks the Lambie's Tavern goal of the day. And does nicely. And Lara needed that. 3-4-22 in the shadows of half-time. They trail Grovedale 7-8-50. And that is on the second quarter. K-Rock Warralilly scoreboard. Matt Kershaw.
He's trying to outdo himself, Aaron Stone, with all these goals. Each one but that was a lot better play. They've had a little bit of a momentum swing here. So bit direct into Mitch Day. Get front and centre. He's going to be double manned. Might as well use the crummers, and it was a good goal.
They jag one late, give themselves a bit of momentum going into the main break. Umpire tosses it up back in the middle for Borchard and Abbott getting the tap down, but only as far as Green, who kicks on his right boot. They go forward as the siren sounds for half-time. An entertaining first half here at Purdue Reserve that sees Grovedale holding a 28-point advantage, but that goal from Aaron Stone late just to give the Cats something to hold on to going into the main break. It's 7-8-50, playing 3-4-22 as we've got Josh Conway down boundary side. He's with the captain of the Cats, Matt Spence.
Matty, what did you make of that first half, mate? A late goal seems like a pretty important one.
Yeah, obviously, Grovedale, great side, and especially at their home ground, that we always knew it was going to be a tough contest. A few errors from a few of our blokes, including myself, probably cost us, but we're optimistic we can hit back in the second half. We know our fitness is up to it, so yeah.
Are you willing to cop those errors if the guys are trying the right thing off half back?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, we're local footballers. We're not playing AFL. We're going to make mistakes. As long as we're trying to play our brand, I think that's the most important thing.
Good stuff. Thanks for your time, Matt.
Matty Spence there, the captain of the Cats. Good to see him back after a layoff thanks to a concussion suffered earlier in the year. Buzz, I don't know whether you're heading hard to the Grovedale camp to try and grab somebody for a quick chat. Harrison White might be in your crosshairs because he's the nearest player.
I'll leave Whitey to you. Hang on.
He's Buzz is just taking off as if he's got the new ball and coming in from about 22 steps. And I think Buzz might have given up.
They're running away.
Given up. They saw him coming and they took off at Usain Bolt sort of speed. So we'll talk to you a little bit later. Good work, Buzz. We'll take a break. It's half-time thanks to Next Level Skirmish. Like paintball, without the mess or bruises, get your free birthday party worth $230 when you book and pay for 10 or more players. We're about to dive into our KFC. Got the little box with the popcorn chicken and the little chicken tender. Magnificent. Thank you to the Hosking family for their support of K-Rock football. I did find out that when Damien McKeegan delivered the chips and gravy at half-time of the St Mary's Newtown game, They are, in fact, KFC chips with the KFC gravy.
Really?
Yeah, that's why they were so good.
Well, that's what happens when you've got Mr. KFC working at the club. Well done.
Yeah, well played by those
well
guys.
Played, Marys.
But it is half-time at Burnley Reserve. 50 plays 22. It's Grovedale over Lara. We'll be back shortly. Thanks to APCO. Buy a barista-made coffee from your local APCO Cafe 24/7. Your chance to win a free coffee for a year. Live, breathe, Carroll football.
Fresh Daily with Tom and Loggy.
We can help you because we can take care of
Your knockoffs.
your knockoff.
Jeff and Adam, man, shout out to those guys from
Yes,
Cosmic.
yeah.
They are awesome. Just, you know, when you go to a brewery and you sit down and the people are just nice and you kind of feel like you're just real welcome. You feel like you're a regular, even if it's the first time you go.
Yeah, it's almost like sometimes you want to go
Yeah.
where everybody knows your name.
Yes.
Everybody knows your name.
I guess you feel like they're always glad you came.
Yeah.
They're always glad you came.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to go where people know. I don't know the rest of the song, don't you?
Fresh Daily with Tom and Loggy. Tom and Log. On K-Rock 955. MasterChef's biggest dishes are still to come. 7:30 Sunday to Thursday on 10.
Hamlin Homes, proudly Geelong's largest locally owned and operated builder. Distinctively familiar with the region's lifestyles, landscapes and suppliers. Distinctive in history, having served the local area since 1983. Distinctive in our ongoing commitment to the local community. Distinctive in design, taking inspiration from the local environment to create beautifully unique homes that reflect our clients' aspirations. Hamlin Homes, distinctively local. Hamlin.com.au.
At home, on the work site, in the office, there are some big cleaning problems you just don't want to deal with.
Don't panic. Call Steamatic.
Steamatic has real solutions to your cleaning problems. Graffiti removal, kitchen canopy cleaning, blasting services or the big industrial jobs, they're equipped to handle it all. Steamatic, a standout job every time and on standby when you need them most.
Don't panic. Call Steamatic.
Essington Street, Grovedale. Visit steamaticgeelong.com.au.
Meals with the family, drinks with your mates, and plenty of good times. It's all back on at the Leopold Sportsman's Club. Monday night is family night, $18 for 2 courses, and just $10 for the kids, plus free face painting. The Cash Members Cash Draw and raffles happen every Tuesday, and Wednesday is $17 Palmy night, with your choice of 5 Palmy varieties. Great lunch specials Monday to Saturday, and the sports bar is fully open. LeopoldSporties.com, your complete family venue. 135 Kensington Road, Leopold.
For a limited time only, get up to a big $1,000 gift card at Harvey Norman when you buy on interest-free. That's right, up to a big $1,000 bonus gift card. Shop for furniture, bedding, electrical, technology, flooring and more. Buy on 60 months interest-free and receive a bonus gift card up to a big $1,000. Minimum finance $1,000, 60 equal monthly payments. Interest applies if you do not comply with terms and conditions. Fees, exclusions apply. Limited time only, now at Harvey Norman. Easy parking at 2 great locations, Corio and Warren Ponds.
Geelong, the game is on. Proceed to the next level.
Next Level Skirmish is laser tag on a whole other level. All fun for all ages. This is where Next Level tech and exercise collide. Do a public session or book a private session for your crew. Perfect for parties and team building. Battle your mates in Geelong's most epic laser tag arena. Duro Street, North Geelong. Book at nextlevelskirmish.com.au.
Thanks to our #1 ticket holder, APCO. Fueled by APCO Cafe 24/7.
Handball by Lockie Smith, cut off by Stone, deserves a goal. Wonderful finish.
Great goal.
Lammy's Tavern, goal of the afternoon contender. Chance now for Lockie Hood, received the handball from Phillips. Kick towards Gillett. Oh, wonderful mark. He just plucked it like taking an apple off a tree. Jeffrey, a handball over the top for Grovedale to Indy Parish. He gives it back by hand to Jeffrey. Jeffrey shot on goal is good. Wonderful finish. Great build up there. There's some nice finishes in that second quarter of action thanks to Warralilly, and it's half-time thanks to Next Level Skirmish. Like paintball, without the mess or bruises, get your free birthday party with $230 when you book and pay for 10 or more players. Buzz, injury-wise, not much to report. Pretty quiet for St John of God.
Yeah, nice clean slate Kingy for once. As I mentioned, Harry Watt had that early knock in the opening term, but he recovered fine, and other than that, she's all good.
And no blood rules either for New Grove Bench Tops. New Grove Bench Tops, your kitchen really is the heart of your home. Time to go around the grounds for Leopold Sportsman's Club. Leopold Sporties, your complete family venue. We'll start with the GDFL, where they've resumed at the round they finished at, and that's round 8.
Yes, all a bit confusing really, but anyway, it is round 8 in the GDFL. Geelong West 39 lead Anarchy 7. Winchelsea 77, Cryo 21. I don't know what's in the water at Winch this week, but anyway, they're well and truly
they got some back.
They must have. Belmont 28, Thompson 53, East Geelong 39, North Geelong 13. You're in trouble, the number one ticket holder.
Ideal, no.
Werribee 53, at home Bellpost Hill 31. No crowd. And Bannockburn 28, Inverleigh 30.
Ooh. That was going to be a night game.
Yes, it was.
But they decided that they've pushed a little bit too far into winter for that to be played at 7 o'clock on a...
I don't know, Bannockburn on a Saturday night at 7 o'clock in the middle of June. Perfect.
A couple of 44-gallon drums around the ground. Just
Colac have the 44-gallon drums around the ground.
Say it's the coldest place to have played football. Played at Myrtleford one day, and you know it's cold when you can see the snow on the top of Mount Beauty.
Yep, indeed. I tell you, the coldest place to commentate, Cobden. That was a fun night.
Cobden?
Yeah, Cobden.
What game were you calling down there?
It was Hampton League. It was Cobden and South Warrnambool, and I was doing it for a little radio station in Colac, and we had to go down with the great Warren Richies and me, I couldn't see the other end of the ground, and it was -2. And I'm not joking. It was cold.
You can have that.
And that was in the club rooms. I hate to think what it was like outside. Terrible.
Rest of the GFL, where it is round 10. St Joseph's 48, Leopold 25. Bell Park 26, St Mary's 39. South Barwon 51, lead St Albans 7. Geelong West 39, lead Newtown and Chilwell 34. And North Shore 17. And putting up a bit of a fight, Colac 53. That could easily have been a massive blowout between 1 and 12. But they're been competitive so far by the looks of it. They have the Seagulls. And I wonder if Darren Winters got back to Tassie between...
He's going to say, where has he been?
Where is he?
Between, because he went to go, he came over for the round that got stopped and got stuck here.
If he goes over, would he come back?
Yeah.
He'd be a bit worried he wouldn't get back again.
Correct. So good to see that the Seagulls at least being competitive in that one. In the Bellarine, Anglesey 23, Mottawarri 18, Amos 39, Queenscliff 46. Their game in round 1 was an absolute cracker on Easter Saturday. Drysdale 45, Barwon Head 16.
Wow. Jeez.
Newcombe 71, Port Arlington 2, Ocean Grove 8, Torquay 49. Pete Davies spoke to us at krockfootball.com.au and hoped that this would be the improvement test, the gauge, and unfortunately the gauge is empty. There's not much to report there for Ocean Grove. Torquay right now are very much the team to beat in the Bellarine, and with a shortened season, do you open the door to a championship potentially for the Tigers?
Tom Gleeson will have them pumping.
Absolutely. They're a good side, and they've been able to manage their older players as well. In the AFL, we are into the third quarter now of the clash between Port Adelaide and Gold Coast, and Port in control, 66-14. But we're hearing an injury issue for Robbie Gray in his 250th game. I'm not sure what that concern is, but it just says on the AFL website, injury heartbreak for milestone man Gray. We'll take a break, come back, have a look at the Geelong Insurance Brokers head-to-head match-up as the umpires return, and the Wilson's real estate expert today, of course, is Matt Kershaw. It's half-time thanks to Next Level Skirmish. If you like paintball without the mess or bruises, get your free birthday party with $230 when you book and pay for 10 or more players. Thanks to nextlevelskirmish.com.au. Check out more there. Back shortly. Thanks to Abco, Live Breathe, K-Rock Footy.
K-Rock is Geelong's home of the hits. From old school to new hits and all your favourites in between. Geelong's home of the hits. This is how you remind me of what I really am. K-Rock 955. 955.
Give yourself the home ground advantage at Warralilly. It's the place where the environment thrives, where over 1 million trees and shrubs have been planted, and 5 kilometres of the multi-award-winning Armstrong Creek has been restored into a natural wonderland, where you can ride, walk or run along trails that meander past conservation gardens, public art, playgrounds and stunning waterways. It's why Warralilly is a national environmental award-winning community. New land releases now selling. Visit warralilly.com.au.
Hitting G-Town after the game? You know where you're going to end up, don't you? Lammy's. So why not start the night strong? There's nothing that's more iconically Geelong than our very own Lammy's Sesh. Get your weekly dose of great tunes all night long. Give yourself something to talk about Monday. And remember, never, ever lamb alone. Lammy's Tavern, open from 9 p.m. every Friday to Sunday, with free entry before 10 p.m. Lammy's, you know where to go.
Shane Crawford here with Chance, my local APCO Cafe 24/7 barista. Chance, what makes your award-winning coffee taste so good?
It's the ingredients and care in every cup. We use our signature blend Giganti beans and Aussie-owned, Aussie-made Pura Milk. Our award-winning Giganti beans are specialty roasted and Pura Milk textured until silky smooth for the best cup of coffee.
Giganti Coffee, Pure Milk and APCO Cafe 24/7, all proudly Australian-owned. APCO Cafe 24/7, now that's a good barista coffee.
We've got you.
For a limited time only, get up to a big $1,000 gift card at Harvey Norman when you buy on interest-free. That's right, up to a big $1,000 bonus gift card. Shop for furniture, bedding, electrical, technology, flooring and more. Buy on 60 months interest-free and receive a bonus gift card up to a big $1,000. Minimum finance $1,000, 60 equal monthly payments. Interest applies if you do not comply with terms and conditions. Fees, exclusions apply. Limited time only, now at Harvey Norman. Easy parking at 2 great locations, Corio and Warn Ponds.
At home, on the work site, in the office, there are some big cleaning problems you just don't want to deal with.
Don't panic. Call Steamatic.
Steamatic has real solutions to your cleaning problems. Graffiti removal, kitchen canopy cleaning, blasting services or the big industrial jobs, they're equipped to handle it all. Steamatic, a standout job every time and on standby when you need them most.
Don't panic. Call Steamatic.
Essington Street, Grovedale. Visit steamaticgeelong.com.au.
Metricon gives you freedom. The freedom to create your own dream home at a price you can afford. Like our spacious 4-bedroom Amira 20 with domain facade for $182,990. Yes, under 183 grand for a stunning family home. Hurry, first 50 buyers only. Visit your local Metricon display today. Freedom by Metricon. More home for less. Conditions apply. Exclude site costs. Geelong Build Region. CDBU 52967.
Thanks to Freedom by Metricon.
Half-time coming to a conclusion at Purdue Reserve as Laurie Hill, our wonderful associate, has just brought in the KFC chips. Great work by Pothole. He's been all over it today. Next level skirmish.
Something, I tell you.
Like paintball without the miss or bruises, get your free birthday party with $230 when you book and pay for 10 or more plays. Your thoughts on the first half? Matty Kershaw for Wilson's Real Estate Geelong Property done properly.
Well, it's probably not the free-flowing game that we've been used to seeing Grovedale play at the moment. That may be due to a bit of Lara's pressure as well. But, you know, we haven't seen the big key forwards take it apart. Our head-to-head matchup at the moment, Gillett's kicked 2. He's only had the 2 marks. Mitch Day's kicked 1 goal, 2. He's had the 5 marks. So they're probably travelling along even Stevens at the moment. But, look, I'd like to see the game open up a little bit here and a little bit better ball going into each other's forward half at the moment. But pressure does a lot of things in football, and there's just a lot of dump kicking at the moment. And Grovedale hold the ascendancy. Just look, that last goal to Lara, that last clearance they got that was going into their forward half, may give them a bit of confidence at half-time. And I think the first probably 4 or 5 minutes will see which way this game's going to go.
Geelong Insurance Brokers head-to-head matchup is the key forwards, Gillett and Day. Gillett with 2 straight, Day with 1 goal, 2. Has Day had more influence on the contest?
I'd say he has. He's getting up the ball, up the ground a little bit more. He got himself into the ruck and done a few things as well. I mean, he's been, you know, the 5 marks. He's going for 10 for the game if he goes on that average. So it's he has been influential. Look, take nothing away from Casey Young. I think he's been okay down there. Weagle's coming off as that second defender in the air. So yeah, I think they're handling it pretty well down there. They're just getting those goals. I mean, as we talked about, there was a couple of coach killers in there, a couple of turnovers. But what I did like is what Matty Spence said. Like Matty Spence said, yeah, we're going to make mistakes and we're going to keep trying to play our brand of footy. So if their brand of footy is to come through the corridor as early as they can, well, so be it. Keep biting off what you can chew, but just make sure that you learn from those mistakes the next time. So,
all right, with more than 39 years in the insurance industry, Managing Director and Don at the team at Geelong Insurance Brokers work with their clients to ensure they have the right cover, not just the cheapest premium. Josh Conway, you're down Boundary Side, and I believe you were just on the phone. I believe you were making a booking for the Leopold Sportsman's Club.
That's it, Kingy. I'll be there for many weeks now. This is they're supporting us like they are. Fantastic. And I've been racking my brain at half time to see who I think's been playing all right. So we'll see where that stands at the end of the day.
I hope you don't do a Robert Klomp where they gave him the TV on the night footy many years ago, and he had about 8 possessions. The TAC stats tracker will find you out, Buzz. Third quarter, thanks to Metricon Freedom. Here's Jason Doherty.
Abbott gets it down straight away to Harvey, who gets the kick away for Grovedale. Deep forward. Delaney comes out, can't take the mark off the front of the pack. Ferguson made up some good ground as well. The big fella falls in the arms quickly of Phillips. He got wrapped up. The umpire said dropping the footy. And it's going to be a free kick coming back quickly to Cockerell for Lara. Goes out wide. Very wide, looking for Hancock. Tom out there, can't take it though. Runs out of bounce, and we'll have a boundary throw in centre wing. Social Club side of the ground. So 7-8-50, Grovedale. Lara 3-4-22. Boundary throw in for Abbott and Borchard. Borchard in front. Abbott, little toe poke was nice. Grease handball back in board for Lara. Handball over the top towards Robertson. Has to sit and wait for it. His handball missed the target to start with, but they did pretty well to get it away quickly. And that came from Marshall. Going back, no mark taken off the front of the pack. They can run, hand around the corner was pretty good. And the ball, no, has missed. And they were pretty happy about it too, the Lara forwards, with that kick around the corner. And in the end, it wasn't. It was only through for a behind, and that came from Bailey Ettridge. So they go to 3-5-23 now. Lara Grovedale 7-8-50.
The kick in from Harrison White is a good one onto the chest of Tim Delaney. Gives it off by handle. Luke Ford for Grovedale. Out of side of the ground looking for a marking option. He finds one too in Smith, who takes a good grab. And he quickly gets to his feet, wants to get the ball moving, comes in board to Nathan Deans. The speed he's got didn't go 15 according to the umpire, so Deans of Grovedale goes short to Smith. That kick didn't go 15 either. Smith has to run around Tom Hancock. Hancock's kick towards true centre half back is not a bad ball. Puts it onto the chest of Ford. That's Luke. Sweeping handball to Phillips. Phillips right in front of our broadcast. Best seats in the house for Apco Cafe 24/7. And a neat little kick to Delaney. Ferguson presenting. Sends it in that direction now. Couldn't get a run at the footy. Had to play spoiler. Front of the pack, there's numbers for Grovedale. Chafer slipped over as he went to kick, and he's going to be pink holding the footy. Jordan Stone laying the tackle and winning the free kick in the right back pocket. He was just stiff, Chafer. He slipped on the area where I suspect there's a bit of traffic during cricket season, as the cricket nets are in that area, so just couldn't get the traction, went to ground, and Jordan Stone wins a free kick for the Cats.
Buzz, you might want to keep St John of God. You might want to keep an eye on Tom Gillett. The big K-Rock zone's got a tight thigh, I reckon, a strapped thigh there, so you might want to keep an eye on that. The ball comes back inboard, and Cam Delaney stands his ground at left half forward for Grovedale and takes the mark. So he wants to drive it back towards K-Rock zone. He goes in that direction now. Schaefer's there as well. He goes up. He can't take the mark off the front of the pack. Roved by Hood. Handball back to Schaefer across his body and sees it through for one behind. So 2 goals, 3. His personal tally this afternoon.
It's his right leg, isn't it?
Yes,
Chase,
it is.
He certainly flew all right for that. That footy, we'll definitely keep an eye on him.
Maybe a bit of a cork or something there for St John of God.
Weagle will send it into the sunshine on the outer side, but Luke Ford, judging it best, has taken the mark for Grovedale. It's about 60 from home. Ferguson providing a leading option. He'll kick into the pocket in that direction, but Matt Spence, the captain of Lara, standing tall, taking a nice mark in the left back pocket, just finding his feet after a 6-week break. A high kick now. He'll send it towards the outer wing and a one-on-one, looking out there for Borchard. Knocked away by Abbott Bailey into the path of Borchard. And he banged it on the boot, but in jamming it on the boot, only managed to put it onto the chest of Harrison White, who's got it at right half-back for Grovedale. Just swinging back behind him to take the footy is Baker. Baker, a neat little kick onto the chest of Will Jeffrey. Jeffrey for Grovedale. He's kick looking for Seymour. It was a little bit errant, and it's opened the door here for Costello. It was good by Seymour to palm it into the path of Phillips. His handball missed Will Ford, but there's plenty of Grovedale numbers here, including Tim Delaney, to give it to Phillips. who then loops it back to Will Ford. Ford steps inside a man coming towards him and kicks a floater towards Chafer, who can't mark. Chafer finds it on his left boot and sends the Tigers forward.
High kick, Chafer. I think he's put it back towards the pocket. Getting back there to Laney. Gillett, great pick up. Handball over the top was great too. Phillips couldn't track it and pick it up. He's under pressure now. A couple of Lara players behind him. They can break free now, the Cats, and they go from half back towards centre wing. Oh, nearly a great mark by Ettridge. Couldn't take it. Davies handball back in board. They can trap it. Feegit goes inside. Gillett comes out, the big fella. K-Rock zone takes it. And it will shoot from 40 out. This will test the right leg.
Will.
He's kicked 2 goals, as we said, this afternoon. And we are going to have a great seat to this kick as he stands just to the left of the K-Rock commentary box at left half forward. He's got the calf strapped. He's got the thigh strapped. He's got everything strapped on that right leg. Let's see how it goes. He comes in now. 40 out. Right foot kick. Puts it up high. It's across the face of goal. Not going to make the distance. Good mark, Weagle. Last line of defence for the Cats. He's going to be able to hopefully get it out for Lara. Goes now with a kick wide. Might be okay at the back too to O'Meara. He runs out of room though, unfortunately for the Cats, and it's out of bounds for a throw-in. 3-5-23 Lara. They trail Grovedale. 7-9-51 third quarter. Metricon Freedom, K-Rock scoreboard.
Metricon looking for skilled tradies to join the local team. Call 1300 Metricon to inquire today. 5 minutes ticked over on the Total Tools time clock. Abbott and Borchard again. Ball is allowed to bounce. Abbott grabbed it, slung it to Borchard. Tackle, got a handball away, but bursting with the footy is Aaron Stone for Lara. Kicks towards half forward, bouncing ball. Ettridge nearly took it off on the half volley, but he's able to get up to Day, to Jose, to Cockrell, cruising by for Lara. Open goal square he sees, but he's pulled the kick to the left. Missed opportunity there for the Cats, and the margin is 22. 27. It is 51 playing 24 in this third quarter thanks to Metricon. Metricon Freedom, Geelong's local builder for over 21 years.
Kicking quickly for the Tigers. Oh, they mucked it up though. Davies couldn't keep it in at half back for Grovedale. So Lara still have it into their attacking zone for a boundary throw in. Mitch Day comes down to do the ruck work forward of centre for Lara. Abbott makes up some ground to get there. Day gets it down. Rove though, the Tigers in front. Seymour gets it out to Phillips. Had to sit and wait for it. His handball was slow. Set Jeffrey Ford a bit of a task there, Will Ford. And he turns the ball over in the end. And we're going to have a ball up centre wing. Ball in dispute there, so the Cats hold it up. Cost gets up, gives it the ball back. For a ball up for Borchard and Abbott, who go up. Hits Borchard on the back. Handball back to Green, running past. Does nicely. Bit of a don't argue against Harvey. Left foot kick high inside 50. Day runs back. Oh, a couple of Grovedale players spoil each other there. Chance now for the Cats to turn it around. Right half forward. The kick's high again. Goes up. Oh, Mitchie takes the mark. Just muscles his way to the front. That could be a Hamlin hanger, actually, Mitch Day, I think. Does nicely, and as we said, he and Gillett lead the contested marks for the league at the competition stage after this, and he's going to try and kick his second of the afternoon. He's kicked 1 goal, 2, and they need this, Kirsch.
Oh, that's an understatement. Yeah, they had an opportunity their last couple, and they've missed. So this has to go through to keep their slim chances alive.
40 out directly in front. He's missed it. Oh, I reckon he's missed it. He has. Through 4-1 behind, so 1 goal, 3 to Mitch Day. 3-7-25 now. Lara, they trail Grovedale 7-9-51. Metricon Freedom K-Rock scoreboard. We've been playing 7.5 third term. Total Tools time clock.
Total Tools, every tool for every trade, as Harrison White just waits for the ball to come back from behind the goal.
Those grounds, isn't it, with the ball take off for a while out the back?
Good in the twos, whether it's a running clock. Yeah. White with the bounce as soon as he gets outside the defensive goal square, has a second bounce, and then runs to kick to the wing, wanting Abbott. Borchard from behind was good, used his body, brought it to ground, and then found the bouncing ball back in his lap, but Abbott was able to wrap him up and say, "You're going nowhere." Umpire says, "Give it to me," and then we'll get a ball up. Just forward of the wing, slightly maybe favouring the Cats. Abbott. Clearing kick from Jordan Stone was smothered. Spills for Will Jeffrey. It was going to be a free kick. It's going to come back to the Cats. Or no, going to Grovedale. And it's Harvey with the footy. He goes short to Will Ford, who's been very good this afternoon. Can't miss him with that shock of red hair. He goes short by foot, and that's Parrish with the footy. That's Finn, wearing number 26. Brother Indian 27. short onto the chest of Will Jeffrey, who's been solid this afternoon. Jeffrey comes in, board. The kick was spoiled by O'Meara, straight back to Ford. Ford to Harrison White for Grovedale. White's kick to half forwards over the head of Hood. Well judged by Robertson, who marked just back of the wing for the Cats.
Comes back in, board. It's okay, just. Jordan Stone takes the mark. Thought about the handball running past Robertson again. He just holds it up, though. Stone now runs. Right foot kick into the middle of the ground. Don't think that's where it was supposed to go. Punched away quickly. Came from Seymour. And I think he had an opportunity to mark it, but thought there was somebody around him from Lara. There wasn't in the end. Ball in dispute. The umpire will come in and ball it up just forward of the centre square for Lara. Ball up, Abbott gets it down. Green tries to take it out of the ruck out of the roving contest. He's wrapped up straight away, not going anywhere. And the umpire will come in and do a bit more work. So Borchard and Abbott, a metre apart. Umpire throws the ball in there. Borchard gets it down. Rove, though, by Harvey. His handball back to White. Back to Harvey. All under pressure. Now the toe poke. Comes in quickly. Cockerell gets it. Close to the boundary line. O'Meara gets it high towards the pocket. At the back of the pack. No mark taken. Cockerell tried to keep it in. He did. He kicked it off the ground in the end. Oh, and he nearly kicked a goal from nothing there. Soccer style Euro 2020.
The goal of the year.
Second behind for Bailey Cockerell. And they go to 3-8-26. And they trail Grovedale 7-9-51. 10 minutes played in the third term.
Can't say they haven't had their chances.
I was going to say they need to get some reward out of this opportunities.
Kick in the back pocket is okay. Might have been Fegert finding a teammate. Kick along the line. We'll find Hood. He got it from Parrish. Hood goes short. You can hear the yells of Hoodie, Hoodie, Hoodie. Phillips dropped what he should have taken. Time to recover. But Jordan Stone with a big tackle wins a free kick. So just the mistake there from Phillips, and the pressure of Lara has been good. Yep. Jordan Stone sends it long, looking for Bailey Ettridge to fly. Couldn't take the mark. Front of the pack was McKay. Gets a handball away. It's going to spill okay for Tom Hancock. Hancock, a flying shot, goes across the face of goal, just out of the reach of Mitch Day. He'll track it to the boundary line and see it out in the left forward pocket. They're not allowing Grovedale that seamless transition out of the back half, Lara.
They aren't. They're setting up well behind the ball, and their frontal pressure has been really good. They've just got to make the most of these little opportunities, though. They just keep missing those little 50-50 chances.
Wilson's Real Estate, Geelong property done properly. Matt Kershaw in the experts chair, once again waiting for the ball to come from among the cars. Great to see fans back at footy. We thought we might have been playing today with nobody here, but it's really added to the atmosphere. Having a good-sized crowd of less than 1,000 here at Purdue Reserve. From behind, Abbott won the tap down. Front of the pack, Grovedale with the clearing kick. Might have been one of the Parishes. And deep in that pocket, getting a kick away. Rolls to the boundary line in front of Chafer, just forward of the wing, favouring Lara. Third quarter, thanks to Metricon Freedom. Now, their new reverse living display home is now open at Kerr Lewis, and the scoreboard showing a 25-point Grovedale lead, 51, playing 26.
Boundary throw in, Abbott up against Tomajic. Abbott going to favour him. In fact, I think the boundary umpire will have to do a little bit more work there. That was a little bit skew-whiff.
A bit more gym work.
So,
bring it in, son. There you go.
Set it up now for another throw-in. It's his way to the front. Takes it out. The ruck tries to anyway and gets the handball away quickly. Harvey off a step towards centre wing. Punched away from behind defensively. And by Lara, they do nicely to get it over the boundary line for a throw-in. That was Spence. So another boundary throw-in. This time a bit further, a bit closer to centre wing. Abbott in front. Goes up, gets it down nicely to Jeffrey. Runs through. That's a good tackle. Or should be rewarded, and is. And play on advantage. Green gets it from the Hancock tackle. He goes forward. And front and centre was okay. They've got the numbers. Ettridge off a step, turns around, good kick.
There it is.
Did nicely.
Mitch Day, nice hands.
And he could have just blazed away there, and he didn't. And he has given it to Joes, who has taken the mark. And will shoot from 10 out, 45-degree angle.
What about Mitch Day's little duck through the tackles?
Through 3 tackles.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
So Joes to finish off the work. He comes in, right foot kick, does nicely. His first of the afternoon. The fourth for Lara. They're 4-8-32. And they trail Grovedale 7-9-51. Metricon Freedom K-Rock third quarter scoreboard. And on the Total Tools time clock, it's 13.5 minutes we've played. And in the experts chair, thanks to Wilson's Real Estate, Matt Kershaw.
Well, that's the reward we've been talking about. Now, Lara have just changed their game slightly. We spoke about it at half-time, how they've been taking that 45 or trying to hit the corridor. They're actually going that longer kick now, or that kick down the line. They're actually getting it in their forward half a lot quicker. So what that does is puts the Grovedale defence under a bit of pressure. Even if it's a chaos ball, it's putting them under pressure and they're getting their opportunities, and they're actually keeping the ball in their forward half, giving themselves a chance to get themselves back into this game of football.
Matt Kershaw in the experts chair for Wilson's Real Estate. Geelong property done properly. The Tobe Terrace in Newtown. Tomacic doing the ruck work against the debutant Ferguson for Grovedale. There's going to be a free kick in the middle. It's going to go to the Cats, and they've got an opportunity here again to go inside forward 50 through Marshall. Got it just back at the glue pot. The turf wicket table here. A floating kick inside forward 50. It's off the hands of Day, back of the pack. Davies trying to burst his way through there for Grovedale. Just hacked out of mid-air by Luke forward for Grovedale. Fegert couldn't take the mark, but he found it on ground level. He was pretty good as he just kicked for space. He said to Phillips to run onto it for Grovedale. Swing onto his left boot. He's put it out in front of Delaney and Cam Marks. Right in front of our best seats in the house, thanks to APCO. Delaney along the line. A well-weighted ball, and back with the fight. Jeffrey has marked for the Tigers. So a good build-up here from Grovedale. The kick, though, inboard, intended for Chafer. Chopped off by Aaron Stone, who's been very good this afternoon.
Goes outside towards Robertson. Handball over the top to O'Meara. Oh, they're out and about here. If they can get it over the top, they can. And they go wide. Joe's, can he keep it in front of himself? He can. He goes inside 40 now. Open. Goals back. There you go.
That was well played, Dylan Jones. That was fantastic goal.
That is the Lambie's Tavern goal of the day from Dylan Jones. He's kicked 2 in a minute. And that gets Lara up and going in this third term. 5-8-38. They trail Grovedale 7-9-51. 15.5 played. Third term. And that is on the Metricon Freedom K-Rock scoreboard. Matt Kershaw.
Well done, Aaron Stone, to pull the trigger in the back half, to put that switch on. They had numbers out. They had some overlap. They got it out to Dylan Johnson. Just a fantastic finish. They've missed some easy goals, and then they've just finished off with an absolute beauty like that one. They're back in the game here. This is game on down here at Burdew.
Daniel Fraser said before the game about respecting the opposition.
Yeah, they've just dropped off a couple of percent, haven't they? And they've let Lara back in.
So 3 consecutive goals that started with Aaron Stone late in the second quarter. Ferguson doing the ruck work, winning the tap down. Handball up, Jeffrey to Ferguson. Wanted well forward, good pressure coming off the edge of the square. Kane might have come from Hancock. He now is Green. Kick towards half forward. In fact, it was Kane Ettridge with that pressure. Rolling ball, O'Meara. Wrapped up by Luke Ford, but not before getting a handball away to Jose. And it's going to be a free kick. So everything going with the Cats at the moment.
The first in.
And they're being rewarded by the umpires. It'll come to Connor O'Meara.
It's an old cliche, isn't it? First in, but they're winning contested ball everywhere at the moment.
O'Meara sends it long, looking for Day. Had to fly with the one handball out the back. Finn Parrish to clean up for Grovedale. Handball off to Davies. Davies in his defensive goal square. Bring it broadcast side. A floating kick that will bounce and be taken out there. Might have been by Seymour. Seymour a handball inboard. Phillips. Phillips on that left boot. Oh, he went to kick and had a fumble. Had to then regain his composure. Gave it to Chafer. Chafer with a bounce in traffic. That was audacious. Handball to Seymour on the half volley. Took it cleanly on the second bite. Then to Deans. Deans a handball wide. Delaney, that was Tim, a handball on the bounce for Grovedale. Luke Ford, a good build-up here from half-back for the Tigers.
And they go out wide, looking for Parrish India. Oh, it's wide, though, very wide, too wide.
A couple of boys injured there going at each other. Deans and Hancock, is it?
Yep, they're coming off now. So Lara get it through Robertson. He goes inside. Tough kick, punched away quickly. Grovedale working overtime on centre wing. Handball comes back in board. Delaney got the handball, missed the target first one though. They've got the numbers out the back, Deans. Right foot kick, spiral punt, only as far as Yallen. Doesn't sit for him, falls in the arms of Phillips. Needs to get around on the left, does. Goes inside 50. Delaney comes out, Cam takes the mark. Under pressure, can play on. O'Brien fell over at the wrong time. 45 out, right foot kick open, goal square, and he's done nicely. And he's kicked the goal, Cam Delaney. And that's what Grovedale needed, and that might be the Lambie's Tavern goal of the day. And the 8th for Grovey, 8-9-57, and they lead Lara 5-8-38, 18 played, third term. And that's on the Metricon Freedom K-Rock scoreboard. And here's Matt Kershaw.
How unfortunate. They've done all the pressure in the middle of the ground. The kick out to Yellen, who's on his own. They would rebound into their forward 50, and that ball bounces the wrong way for him.
Big off break.
Oh, massive off break. And he did everything right, but what do? You can't control the bounce of that ball.
Tom Hancock came off like he had a stone in his shoe. St John got injury update, Buzz.
Yeah, got a nice big cork right down the bottom of his right thigh, Kingy.
Thank you for that. Keep an eye on that. Back in the middle. Will Ford tried to put it into the path of Deans. He overran the footy. Cockrell came in, didn't take it. Taywin Robertson was clean. Here's Aaron Stone, who's been outstanding this afternoon. Kick on the bounce. Day missed O'Meara with a handball for Lara. Coming in, Bailey Ettridge, wonderful pickup, burst away, a high kick that will bring rain on this sunshiny day. Inside 50, the ball bounces away from Tomacic into the arms of Aaron Stone. Stone on the left, sees an open goal square, has missed to the near side for him, and the margin is 18. And the game has just gone up a notch, and Aaron Stone is one of those reasons why the game has gone up. He's got 2 goals, one this afternoon. The score 57-39 on the K-Rock Metricon Freedom scoreboard. Metricon looking for skilled tradies to join the local team. Call 1300 Metricon to inquire today.
So the Tigers bring it in quickly, go to the outer side, chain of handballs, ends up with Harvey from half back over the top. It's okay. And mark taken by Abbott. Harvey followed it up and goes now with a kick to centre wing. Gillett a long way up from goal. His handball. It's a training drill at the moment. Deans gets it out quickly. They get it away. Smith goes inside to Hood. Then they Parrish and then to Ferguson. Coming back though and chopping it off was McKay for Lara. They want to switch the play. Robertson loses it in the sun. He does nicely. Takes the ball, takes the mark and moves it quickly. On the outside they get it to Kane Ettridge. He goes towards centre wing. Davies though reads it the better for Grovedale. Just holds it up. He's got plenty of options. He's got short Harvey, and he goes in that direction, takes the mark. He's got Seymour further afield. He just holds the ball up, though, now. Just settles the play down for Grovedale. And thinking about going backwards, which he does, and dangerous. Tomacic comes across, but it's okay. They've got the extra man. They go now. Ford gets it around the corner, and a short little kick over the top might be okay now. Smith takes it for the Tigers. He goes back to whence it came. Tim Delaney takes the mark, wants to switch it back towards the K-Rock side, K-Rock commentary box side. They go to Seymour. Wants to get back on his right. Kick around the corner was okay, and he finds Will Ford.
Will Ford's got options aplenty. Doesn't know which one to use. Gave a handball to Harvey, handball to Phillips. Phillips wrapped up by Weagle, but not before releasing to Abbott. Abbott comes in ball with a handball. Missed its target there in Hood. Here's a chance for O'Brien. Head over the footy for Lara. Got it up to Weagle. Weagle heard a voice on the bounce. Cockrell attacked the footy. He left it behind though. Deans, quick kick forward. Provides Gillett with a run and a fly. And the Hamlin hanger. It just sat on the head of Mackay, and there was nothing he could do other than see Gillett go over the top of him. And Tom Gillett takes the Hamlin hanger. Hamlin distinctively local, and that was distinctively good as Speedy Deans comes and gives him a tap on the backside and a word of encouragement and a chance for his third. It was the hack ball inside forward 50. But there was clear leading space Kirsch for him, and he ran onto it nicely.
I felt like he had that from the moment it come off the boot, to be quite honest.
Gillett's kick 2, a chance for a third, and for a 24-point Grovedale lead, time on third quarter. He'll have to start at left and work it back, and that's what he does. He's got 3, Tommy Gillett, and he's got 31 on the season to continue his fine form up forward. 1 in each quarter from the teenage sensation, and they now hold a handy little buff up. They're 9-9-63. Lara, a 5-9-39. 24 points to lead on the K-Rock Metricon Freedom scoreboard. Metricon, now new reverse living display home, now open at Kerr-Lewis. Matt Kershaw.
They just dropped off their pressure then, Lara, and they've been so good this quarter with their pressure. I think you mentioned it during the call, Kingy, then, that it was like a training drill, or you, Jace, one or two. They just had numbers and overlap all over the ground at that stage, and Lara's defensive sort of zone had dropped right off.
So back in the middle, Borchard up against Abbott in the ruck. Abbott goes up early, gets it down. Ford in the middle, and Harvey. In fact, it's Jeffrey who tried to get it away. Joe's now gets a kick towards half forward. High kick. Amira gets out there. Numbers, though, with Grovedale. Seymour gives it away by hand. They get around the corner. They'll be chopped off, though. Mackay takes the mark for Lara. Some of the best seats in the house here, thanks to APCO 24/7. Short little kick. Jeez, he chopped that off nicely. He had a couple of Grovedale players there, but Cockrell took the mark. And
that's confidence in your skill, isn't it?
What? Centre wing. for Lara. Goes towards Day, goes up, got 3 against him. Handball came out quickly. Grovedale come back the other way, but it's all Lara. It's kick to kick at the moment. Borchard goes up, takes the mark on centre wing. Wants to switch the play back. Dangerous kick. O'Brien's there with Spence. Spence needs to get back around. He can go short to O'Meara and just settle the play down.
O'Meara right in front of our best seats in the house for APCO Cafe 24/7. With the footy, he'll come inboard to his skipper and Spence for Lara. He's now called to play on because he went off his line, so he has to concede 15 metres back to Yelland, and he's about 30 from his defensive goal now, so they're a long way from home, and Aidan Yelland, all he can see is 35 players in front of him. Brings it back towards our broadcast position for Mackay, but Schaefer got front position and took a nice mark. He's got options aplenty inside forward 50, a high ball. The debutant Ferguson, Yelland worked him under the footy, bouncing ball taken by Young. Young feeds a handball to Jack Hancock. Hancock in the left back pocket. They want to open up the outer side of the ground, and that's a well-weighted ball for Tomacic to come up and mark.
Takes the mark at half-back, Tomacic. He's got Day on a long lead. He elects not to go there first, and then Mitchie goes back with the flight of the footy. Good mark. Does nicely. Plays on quickly. Goes inside. Robertson over the back. If he takes the marker, it sits for him. It doesn't. And it's 2-on-2. He needs to put the tackle on now. They get the numbers back there. Seymour, though, he leaves the ball behind. O'Meara comes in, tries to tap it back. Speedy Dean's down there. Does nicely across half-back for Grovedale. Gets the handball out. Parrish can run free. Right foot kick was good for Vision towards Ferguson. He can't take the mark under pressure. Mackay gets back there. Needs some support. Threw the ball out the end. Matt Spence through the middle as well. He's wrapped up. That's holding the footy. And the free kick's going to go to Lockie Hood for Grovedale. So Hood's going to take it. Left half forward. 25 played, third term. He plays on now. Right foot kick just sets it up. Gillett is up there. He's got a couple against him. Falls to the front of the pack through the middle. Joes. Oh, dangerous handball. Backwards okay. And out there towards Weagle they do. Koss gave it to Weagle, but he couldn't take the mark. One-handed doesn't do it sometimes. And it's off his hand and out of bounds for a throw-in. About 30 around from the Grovedale goal. They are 9-9-63. They lead Lara 5-9-39.
Can't afford to concede one here, Lara. It might just about put the game to bed. Shallow boundary throw-in. It's going to bounce in front of the ruckman. Taken on the bounce, so a clearing kick came from Jose. And at half-back, or was Hancock rather, Tom Hancock. And chance here. It was Jose the first time. It was right the first time. Tomacic kicked to Day. Knocked it to ground. Front of the pack, Cockrell tried to take a couple on, and he got one high. I reckon the non-controlling umpire saw that. Well played by him. Jose can take the advantage. No, he's going to come back. Oh, and they had Bailey Ettridge. He would have been able to stream into an open goal, and I reckon O'Meara might have been heading back to the goal square. So Cockrell will come back and take the free kick. True centre wing, a high ball. Day will get a run at it, front position. Just got underneath it. Knocked away by Tim Delaney. He knocked it away twice, but only into the path of Ettridge. Ettridge tight in the pocket. Flying shot was well wide, and he's out of bounds on the full left back pocket at the Torquay Road end of this third quarter. Thanks to Metricon Freedom, Geelong's local builder for over 21 years. It is a 24-point lead for the Tigers of Grovedale. They're 63. Lara a 39.
The ball goes all over the head of a couple of Grovedale players. It might be okay. They've got Luke Ford in support. His handball across half-back was okay, but Lara working overtime too. Robertson tried to get it out over the top. Mitch Day couldn't take it with him. Pack develops, and the umpire lets it go. He'll have to come in now and do some work across half-forward. That one for Lara would be nice if they can get it through. The ruck work here of Day up against Abbott. Neither get an effective tap. Ball spills free. Mackay's going to get it first. Oh, he can't pick it up though. Needs some support. Joes, who's had a good third term, breaks away. Goes with a right foot kick from centre wing. High. Inside 50. Tomacic gets back there. Oh, good mark. Tim Delaney. And he's going to be able to switch the play. Luke Ford's got it for Grovedale.
Ford sends it towards the outer side of the ground. One-on-one contest. Hancock, that's Jack against Cam Delaney. Was able to bring it to ground, and Weagle helped him out. Handball, he fired back 15 metres to Young. Young all the way back to centre half back, and it's taken by O'Brien. O'Brien wants the middle of the ground. Too much on it for Coss. Picked up by Deans. Gave a handball to Gillett. Gillett to Hood. Oh, crunch. Got through a tackle. Borchard. He gave it to Phillip, and he's wrapped up in a tackle as the three-quarter time siren sounds. An entertaining third term of footy. Lara made a real run to get the margin back towards back to 13 points at the 16-minute mark, but Delaney and Gillett with late goals. It's hard to believe that a bounce of a ball might dictate an end result of a contest as Aidan Yellen unfortunately got the big Murali Doozera.
It changed momentum, didn't it?
It did. It certainly changed the momentum of the game. Potentially could have got the margin back to just over a kick. If that ball had fallen for Yellen, it didn't. And we have got a ball game still alive, 63-39, but some work to do as Josh Conway has gone out to the middle of Purdue Reserve. And I think he was going to have a chat to Speedy. We're just going to have to hold fire. I think Speedy's going to drag his boys in to say something very quickly. I reckon the co-captain has got his players in along with Cam Delaney. And we might just hold here for a moment as Speedy has a couple of words to say to his group.
Yeah, we will speak to him. He just said he wanted to speak to the guys. I hope the effects mic isn't picking up too much of this because there's a few expletives in there.
The perils of live radio, Buzz, can be the fruitiness of the language, but actually we can pick it up. Dean Gray's effects mic is so good here at Purdue Reserve that you can actually hear. He's a small man, but he's got a big voice, as Nathan Deans. So he's just broken from that group, and he's going to go and have a chat to Buzz very, very quickly about what he saw of that third quarter. Down to you, Buzz.
Speedy, give us the watered-down version of that, mate, without a few of the words you were using.
Oh, we just haven't obviously played to what our structures are and the way we've been wanting to play over the last 6 games. We've probably pride ourselves on being first to the footy, obviously stepping up well, coming out the other side and doing all the small things. There, we've just been second to the footy, a bit just not in it as such. I suppose that 4 weeks, you never know how you're going to go. So it's just one of those things that we just need to bring what we probably did in that last second half of that quarter there.
Are you expecting a response from the guys?
Absolutely, yeah. We've done it for the first 6 games. That when we've needed to, we've stepped up. So I got full faith in them, and we just need to make sure that we bring that, and because we've really get this win and hopefully look towards next week.
Beautiful, thanks, Petey.
Nathan Deans with Josh Conway. We'll take a break. 3/4 time here at Purdue Reserve on a Saturday afternoon. GFL match of the day. Grovedale 63 lead Lara 39. We'll be back shortly. Thanks to APCO. Live, breathe, K-Rock football.
Weekend breakfast with Andy and Ben.
Over in the Philippines, I think they have tried to pull off one of the biggest knockoffs ever. They've tried to knock off Bunnings Warehouse. They've called it Builders Warehouse.
That's so good.
And it appears to be identical to Bunnings. The layout of the 2 chains look identical. And the staff uniforms also identical.
The big shock is that there's only chicken sausages on their barbecue. Weekend breakfast with Andy and Ben on K-Rock 955. The Ponds is now open for indoor and outdoor dining, 12 noon till 9 p.m. every day. Bookings essential.
Give yourself a home ground advantage at Warralilly. It's the place for families to grow in a strong, self-contained community, complete with 82 hectares of open space, award-winning playgrounds, and the Village Warralilly Shopping Centre. A place leading the way in community services, with 3 schools, childcare centres, sports ovals, and Armstrong Creek East Community Centre all delivered. It's why Warralilly is Geelong's most awarded community. New land releases now selling. Visit warralilly.com.au.
For a limited time only, get up to a big $1,000 gift card at Harvey Norman when you buy on interest-free. That's right, up to a big $1,000 bonus gift card. Shop for furniture, bedding, electrical, technology, flooring and more. Buy on 60 months interest-free and receive a bonus gift card up to a big $1,000. Minimum finance $1,000, 60 equal monthly payments. Interest applies if you do not comply with terms and conditions. Fees, exclusions apply. Limited time only, now at Harvey Norman. Easy parking at 2 great locations, Corio and Warn Ponds.
You play strong, now look strong. Loco Sportswear Ice Stream apparel for championship teams. On the field, on the court, all sports. Plus a full range of training wear and supporter merchandise. No artwork fees, no delivery fees, just great value. And Loco Sportswear turns around orders fast. They can even set up an online store for your club. Loco Sportswear. Play strong, look strong. LocoSportswear.com.au.
Shane Crawford here with Chance, my local APCO Cafe 24/7 barista. Chance, what makes your award-winning coffee taste so good?
It's the ingredients and care in every cup. We use our signature blend Giganti beans and Aussie-owned, Aussie-made Pura Milk. Our award-winning Giganti beans are specialty roasted and Pura Milk textured until silky smooth for the best cup of coffee.
Giganti Coffee, Pure Milk and APCO Cafe 24/7, all proudly Australian-owned. APCO Cafe 24/7, now that's a good barista coffee.
We've got you. Entertaining, creating Instagram-worthy meals, connecting with the family at both ends of the day. Your kitchen really is the heart of your home. If it's time to refresh yours, explore the stunning possibilities with New Grove bench tops. Bespoke, master-crafted bench tops delivered to your home with 5-step DIY installation, plus all the help you need. Anyone can do it and save. New Grove bench tops in Breakwater, open from 6:30am to 4:30pm weekdays, so you can see them before work. Find out more now. newgrovebenchtops.com.au.
The Caps' Luke Delhouse talks about life after footy.
Whether it's winning a grand final or changing clubs, footy is exciting, but as with life, nothing is certain. You always need a plan B. That's why I'm enrolled with TIV. If you want to learn a trade, go to Trade Institute of Victoria. There's Certificate 3 in Carpentry through to Diploma of Building and Construction courses available now. For a great career, live the dream with TIV.
Enrol now at tiv.vic.edu.au. Government funding available for eligible applicants. RTO 21920.
Time for a new outlook on life? It's time for freedom. Discover Freedom by Metricon's brand new Alto display, now open on the Bellarine. This is a unique double-storey dream home. Design-led Alto is all about the world around you, taking in sea views or rural landscapes. Alto is about space too. 4 bedrooms and a study, open plan living, open balconies and outdoor room to move. Freedom by Metricon's Alto display is now open daily 11 till 5. See it now. 4 Appleby Street, Kaluas.
Thanks to Freedom by Metricon.
Chance now for the Cats to turn it around. Right half forward. The kick's high again. Goes up. Oh, Mitchie takes the mark. Just muscles his way to the front. That could be a Hamlin hanger, actually, Mitch Day, I think.
Weagle heard a voice on the bounce. Cockrell attacked the footy. He left it behind, though. Deans, quick kick forward, provides Gillett with a run and a fly, and the Hamlin hanger. Yeah, it was a nice grab from Tom Gillett. We will go down to Josh Conway very quickly. Buzz, Tom Gillett has come to the bench to start this final quarter with that right thigh heavily strapped.
Yeah, he has. He was still moving all right, though, in that third quarter, wasn't he, Kingy? But we'll certainly keep an eye on him. He doesn't look in too much discomfort, but we certainly keep an eye on him. They need him out there if they want to just cement this margin they've got at the moment, the Tigers.
Yeah, 24 points. Thanks for that, Buzz. And John Agod, your emergency specialist, now open at 24-7. Anglesea 53, Mottawari 32, Ammo 70, Queenscliff 56, Drysdale 58, Barwon Heads 38, Newcombe 124, Port Arlington 2, Ocean Grove 15, Torquay 104, GDFL.
Geelong West 63, Anarchy 19, Winchelsea 98, Corio 30, Belmont 56, Thompson 68, East Geelong 71, North Geelong 29, Bellpost Hill 57, Werribee 61, and Inverleigh 62, Bannockburn 46.
And in the remainder of the GFL, St Joseph's 81, Leopold 37, Bell Park 44, St Mary's 61, South Barwon 51, St Albans 7. Last score, Geelong West is 39, Newtown 34, so that hasn't been updated.
Yeah.
North Shore 36, Colac 91, so a bit of cheek being given. I know the margin's 55, but the Seagulls having a crack. Final quarter, thanks to Metricon Dual Lock. Here's Jason Doherty.
Borchard gets it down in the ruck for Lara in the start of the final term. On the hands and knees, Greenan gets up as well and runs away. Right foot kick towards centre half forward. Davies comes across, the only one that really flew for it in the end for Grovedale, and took the mark. White ran away, but that got chopped off pretty quick, so he goes short and wide, and they get it out. Parrish goes to Luke Ford. His handball inboard, sets a task, and they do it nicely through Will Ford, who breaks away, left foot kick over the top, but Weagle positioning himself nicely behind the footy, as he always does. He switches the ball back inboard, and they get it towards Hancock. Jack, who goes over the top. Oh, dangerous kick. Oh, I tell you what, Marshall made that look better than it was, that kick. And he gives it away quickly. Mackay runs through, right foot kick towards Cockrell over his head. Oh, one-hander if you don't mind, from White, who takes it. And that might be the Hamlin hanger. Don't worry, he runs away. Right foot kick towards Delaney. Has to make a bit of ground. Mackay did nicely, got a hand to it. Then Delaney puts on a good tackle. O'Brien, is that a sling? No, the umpire said it was okay. And it is a boundary throw in centre wing. Oh, hang on. No, the trailing umpire has paid the sling tackle. So it will be a free kick to Lara. I think Ben O'Brien will come back. It's his free kick. So Delaney gave away the free kick. And Lara, another chance to go into attack.
O'Brien to half forward. Oh, he's completely mishit the kick, and that's not a bad mark going back with the flight taken by Davies. It was sort of John Dyson in the out of the Australia back in the early 1980s.
Showing your age now, Tom.
He goes wide, and he went looking for Schaefer. Getting in the way was Marshall. Here's Joes getting a handball off. Shared it with Jordan Stone. Joes for Lara. A high kick inside 50. Ettridge came through, couldn't hang on. But Day at the front's got a free kick. He's going to win himself a shot at goal. Gee, Bailey Ettridge came with a run and he got some elevation. We know he's a very exciting talent, Bailey Ettridge. It wouldn't have counted anyway if he'd marked it because they paid the free kick today. So
I'm not even sure he touched it.
The fact that he didn't get anywhere near it might have been not a bad result. He would have been robbed of
Correct. I was about to say, first goal either way here will dictate this last quarter.
Tom Gillett's come back onto the ground, and to say he's not moving well would be an understatement. Day.
That's a good
It's
kick.
a nice finish. He's happy with it. They're back to 18, and they stay alive, the Cats. They've laid down the challenge here to Grovedale and said, what have you got? 63-45 the score. 9-9, play 6-9 on the final quarter. Metricon dual lock scoreboard. Dual occupancy by Metricon, helping Victorians develop their land. Call 1300 Metricon as Mitch Day kicks his second of the day and 24th of the season.
Mitch Day was just signalling to Ettridge then that he sort of turned his shoulder and looked in the air and just saw him up there, and was lucky to get the free kick. But they had a bit more direct intent by Lara there. They're getting the ball in their 50 with the repeat entries. And I'll tell you what, it could be game on here.
Nothing to lose, the
Game
Cats.
on here.
Nothing to lose. They have a crack here. Abbott gets up and gets it down and does his own roving work. But Green, who's been great, gets the left foot kick around the corner towards Joes, who gets held onto by Davies and can't pick it up. White runs away. Right foot kick back towards centre wing. Might be okay in the end. Over the head. Oh, is that Seymour? Phillips was held onto. Parrish over the top. Gives it back. And Phillips takes the mark. Thought about the handball to Seymour and Fitty.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Because he went to get his opponent on the outside.
Yes.
Come off the mark.
So, was that against Matt Spence, was it?
Yeah, replaced the man on the mark.
Yeah.
With,
Mackay was there, yeah. So...
Do you know what that is? That's just covering off the opponent on the outside so you can actually man him up.
Oh, that sucked the life out of Lara.
Yeah,
That's what
it's just now. And the new rule, you can't allow that. So
Liam Phillips comes in and
that was stiff.
Kicks the goal. So
instinctively, you're brought up to
do it.
Cover off the opponent running on the outside. And
so the 10th for Grovedale, 10-9-69. They settle 6-9-45. Lara. That's on the Metricon Dual Lock K-Rock scoreboard. We played 3 minutes in this final term. Here's Matt Kershaw.
Yeah, we just mentioned that there was a little bit easy free flow there from Grovedale on their backer. But again, it was just the bounce. Dylan Jones could have bounced into his lap and it didn't. It's gone to Grovedale. They've had the numbers down the outside of the wing and the unfortunate 50-metre penalty. Back to Even Stevens again from the break.
Abbott and Borchard. Abbott climbed high, won the tap down. Will Ford on hands and knees in the middle of the ground. Also in there is Daniel Green, who's been very good this afternoon. You've got some decisions to make, Buzz, post-game for the Best on Ground $100 Leopold Sporties voucher.
Yes, I do, Kingy. I won't add much more than that.
Tap down to Borchard.
I think we gave it to Daniel Green the last time, the Steamatic player of the day. He got out Lara last time.
Steamatic standout, correct. Yeah, that's a little bit different. Aaron Stone, Cockrell, rolling ball that Aaron Stone's trying to run back onto, worried out of it by Harvey. Cockrell came again. Jose just banged it on the boot. Bouncing ball, sits up, but it was touched by Baker on the way through. Baker in the goal square, just got enough of it, through for a minor score.
And Shane Stone nearly jumped out of the coach's box. Kingy, he thought that was in until he saw the touch decision.
Margin is 23.
Luke Ford goes into the pocket, finds Baker.
It's getting dark.
He's getting dark here. Turn the lights on at Voodoo. The sun's gone down behind the clouds.
Yep. It's dropped about 5 degrees.
Baker, dangerous kick across the face of goal to White. It's okay in the end. Did nicely. He chips the ball further to Parrish. So just working along the line. Finn Parrish has got the footy. It's still in the back pocket. Thought about cross or short kick. Seymour under pressure. Stone. Handball underneath was good to Yallen. Oh, his handball went back, was going to go back to Stone, but didn't hit the target. Now Will Ford, chip over the top. Indy Parrish has taken the mark. Just settle play. You can hear the words, Indy, give me the ball. And he does. He goes to Abbott, right on the boundary line. Handball back to Finn Parrish. Handball over the top to Ford. Will now from centre wing, goes to half forward. It's a good kick. And Delaney presents, takes the mark on the chest. He goes to the big fella. He comes out. And cocked one high as well.
In the face.
And K-Rock Zone takes the mark and will shoot from goal 45 out 45 degree angle. He has kicked 3 this afternoon.
Self a little one in each quarter.
Yeah. So
that's 72 goals for the year if you do that.
It is.
It'd be nice. So
he's going better than that though.
He is.
He is.
Mark number 5 for the day.
K-Rock Zone, Torquay Road to the end. Torquay Road of Boodoo Reserve comes in. He's got the big fan club behind the goals as he walks in. Right foot kick. Looks pretty good off the boot. And they're pretty happy behind the goals, and so's he for goal number 4 this afternoon to Tom Gillett. And the 11th for Grovedale, 9.75. And they lead Lara 6-10-46. And that is on the Metricon Dual Lock K-Rock scoreboard. We played 6 minutes on the total time clock in this 4th quarter. And here for Wilson's Real Estate. Wilson's Real Estate, Geelong property done properly is Matt Kershaw.
Yeah, look, when Lara lose the ball out of their back half and it gets to sort of post that centre halfway into Grovedale's half, they seem to just score fairly easy when the ball gets in there this quarter. So Lara need to get their pressure back on and keep it in their forward half.
Back in the middle for Borchard and Abbott. Quick kick out of the pack. Jordan Stone inside 50. Campy coming up. Took it nicely. Handball. Might have been touched off the boot. Umpire said play on. Handball missed its target. Jordan Stone, a handball back for Lara. Robertson to a man coming off half back in Spence, his captain. He goes wide and O'Meara down around his bootlaces. Has taken the mark. Lights are on here at Boodoo Reserve. So they're taking our advice. Out of wing. He sends it into the left forward pocket. Oh, good stretch. Mark Tomacic. Nice grab. Late Hamlin hanger contender. Day's just beckoning to say, hey, kick it in my direction. I'll do the rest. He flies against 3. He brought it to ground. Abbott, the unlikely rover. Handball to Harvey. Harvey to Finn Parrish. He kicks on his non-preferred left. Tomacic again. Back with the flight. Day, once again. If Smith has gone back to provide an extra bit of coverage, Tomacic just sets it up. Mitch is surely being held on, so he's got to take a free kick. Umpire put whistle to mouth and didn't pay anything. Luke Smith was hanging on. The umpire's got to pay that. His intention was nothing other than Mitch Day. The ball underneath the pack. It's Cockrell or Green. It's Green underneath all that. We'll get a ball up 20 out from goal, but they've got to pay that.
That's a great call, King. He put the whistle to his mouth.
So contest, he gets it down. Quick kick out of the pack by Cockrell. Oh, that would have been nice. Sorry, it's Ettridge, in fact. Wow. So he's second behind the day, Bailey Ettridge.
They had 9 players in Mitch Day's vicinity and in a 10-metre radius.
6-11-47, Lara. They trail 11-9-75 Grovedale.
Need a score here in this sort of this next 30 to a minute in their area.
Baker goes across the face of his defensive goal, drives a kick looking for Phillips, who marks just inside defensive 50 on his chest.
It's a great kick.
Davies playing game number 7 after debuting back in round 1. He goes across the face of goal into the Social Club pocket. And the mark taken out there by Campy. Campy on the right boot sends a kick out to the lead of Abbott. Abbott shares it by hand with Deans and the Old Firm link up. Kick towards the wing for Grovedale towards Chafer. Chafer in front of McKay. Went to ground. Holds it in the left hand, Cooter style. And then snaps around on the left boot. Rolling ball. Indy Parrish tried to keep it alive, but only in doing so got it to Weagle. Weagle for Lara. Underground handball to Spence. Spence's floating kick, not great. Abbott couldn't mark, but had time to go back and get it. Had his handball affected, and then he gave away a free kick. Umpire didn't see it that way. Thought it was too high. Chafer, he lays a tackle on Borchard, brings him to ground. Ball up will take place just forward of the wing, favouring Grovedale, who attacked the Torquay Road end in this final term. Thanks to Metricon Dual Lock, they lead by 28. 75 plays 47 in this final term of GFL Match of the Day on K-Rock Football.
Ball up. Abbott got it down. Chafer's across there as well, helping out. The Lara boys working hard at ground level. Can they pick it up though? Ford can. His handball. Missed the target originally, then Jeffrey comes in. Grovedale can get it forward. They go towards centre half forward, but Weagle comes out in front, takes the mark in front of K-Rock Zone, and he just is told to come back a little bit. So Dan Weagle's got it centre half back. I don't know why.
A shot, mate.
He's motioning 2 steps to go behind the mark, and then he plays on straight away and goes to the other side. So Weagle goes long to centre wing. Big pack there. Robertson got up. Oh, that would have been it, but they've left Grovedale out the back. And they can go towards Finn. Parrish has to sit and wait. He does, and he's got Smith, and Fitty, I think, because he moved off the mark before he called play on. So Finn Parrish is going to come down to centre half forward, and he plays on quickly, gives it away to Ford. He's handball inboard quickly. They go off a step. Jeffrey, right foot kick, goal. And Will Jeffrey puts his second on the board. Mistake from Lara, and it is the 12th for Grovedale, 12-9-81. They lead Lara 6-11-47. Metricon Dual Lock K-Rock scoreboard. 10.5 played. Final term, and here for Wilson's Real Estate is Matt Kershaw.
The Grovedale player was always looking to turn on the outside and kick it out to the wing to spread the game open, but Josie just got a little bit overexcited because the umpire hadn't called play on. He might have moved off his line a few times, but he was a bit stiff on the 50, but that's the rule.
So that might have just seen off Lara, and Grovedale are going to pick up a 5th consecutive win and improve to 6-1, and history tells us that almost guarantees finals. Abbott the tap down. Chance for Harvey after Deans couldn't take it cleanly. Handball out into space for Seymour. Under pressure from Cockrell. Got a handball release in front of Hood. Hood confronted. Tries to take on the man coming towards him. Taking in a tackle. Clearing kick for Lara towards the centre wing position. Jose will be first there. Under pressure from Ford. Trying to sock it to his own advantage. Jose was pretty good there. Handball back. Koss. Little kick over the top was neat. Marshall next to the boundary line has taken the mark for the Cats.
So Marshall plays on. Back into the middle. Got the numbers here too. Kai takes it and gives it away to Spence. Runs past through the middle of Boodoo. Goes with a right foot kick towards full forward. Mitchie goes back. Mitchie takes the mark. And 30 out directly in front. Mitch Day will have a set shot for his third of the afternoon. I'll tell you what, he does pretty well with 6 blokes on him all the time.
He's a
brute of a man anyway. But when he can take a mark like
correct.
that. Jeez.
You'd be happy to know he's got his average. That's his 8th.
8th mark. Yeah. He's had a good afternoon.
Just needs to kick him, finish him off.
He does. He's kicked 2 goals, 3 this afternoon, Mitch. He comes in, as we said, 30 out directly in front. Oh, he leans back nice and high, and I reckon he's missed it. He hasn't even made the distance. In fact, he has. It's out of bounds on the full. He slipped or something when that happened.
Yeah, it looked like
the
he
short stops on it, the long ones.
Laid back on it and stabbed at it at the same time.
Grass Cats.
The Grass Cats.
The old schools. And it's out of bounds on the full.
You would have been a Copa Mundial man,
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
you?
was a Copa earlier, then changed. Remember we
would have
the
sponsorship
Puma Kings I went to?
You would have sponsorship then, wouldn't you?
Yeah, Puma Kings sponsored me.
Not to wear them. White.
We get that text message again.
It's a half back. And back with a fight. Marshall takes a good mark on the chest, right at the edge of the centre square.
The Tim Ward message, it wasn't great.
Swing onto the left, boot down low. Day couldn't take it on the half volley. Baker was good. Clean hands to Harvey. That's holding the ball umpire. There's Jose, barging his way through. Handball off. Quick snap. Stone for his third. Hit the post 2/3 of the way up. A little bit stiff there, Aaron Stone, but the free kick should have been paid earlier.
Oh, they've missed a few, I reckon, on the Lara Cats this quarter.
Stone with 2-2 for the afternoon by my count, and the margin is 33-81, playing 48 on the Metricon Dual Lock scoreboard. K-Rock Football GFL Match of the Day.
Well, they've turned it over nicely here, Lara, and Grovedale turned it over, and Lara did nice to get it back into Hancock.
Jordan Stone, nice chiselled kick.
He did. He had Hancock one out next to Jack Baker in the square, and he has taken the mark. So, because this is the 7-point play, that's the way to do it.
Exactly right.
Yep. So, Tom Hancock.
Do that 5 more times and it's game on.
So we've got about 10 minutes to go, but that's fine. There he comes in. Very deliberate, 15 out. Right foot kick. That's a better kick.
Yep. I'm happy with it.
He's happy with that. So Tom Hancock kicks his first of the afternoon. And the 7th for the visitors. Lara 7-11-53. They trail Grovedale 12-9-81. Metricon Dual Lock K-Rock scoreboard. Dual occupancy by Metricon, helping Victorians develop their land. Call 1300 Metricon. And in the experts chair for Wilson's Real Estate, here's Matt Kershaw.
Pressure back on Grovedale then. So that was really good by Lara. They forced the turnover. And Jordan Stone, some nice, neat skills, and lowered his eyes. Could have easily blazed away. And good to have a secondary option in that forward line.
And Kirsch, his brother Aaron, has come to the bench in the hands of the trainers. Looks like a right shoulder.
Oh, shit. That's not good for him. Jeez.
St John of God, your emergency specialist,
mate.
now open 24/7. Back in the middle, Robertson with a high kick, centre half forward, coming hard at the footy was Hancock. Oh, wonderful mark. Sitting under that for Grovedale and taking the grab was Harrison White. Wow. The pack split around him and White just never averted his gaze from the Sharon and took the Hamlin hanger. His short kick was okay, which found Harvey. Harvey goes short to Will Ford, who's been outstanding this afternoon. He comes inboard with a risky kick. That should be a free kick for an arm chop against Parrish. It is Finn Parrish chopping the arms there of, it might have been Aaron Stone, Jordan Stone rather, it is, in the middle of Burner reserves, drives it long, Hancock, Day front position, and there's a mark, there's going to be a mark Paige Delaney out of all that. So Tim Delaney has got it 20 from his defensive goal, taking a nice mark, but that mark of Harrison White, he goes looking for Deans and he's turned it over. He went looking for the shortest man on the ground, and so he never gave it too much height. And Kane Ettridge, who we haven't called a lot of this afternoon, has floated across, taken the mark, and this to pull the margin back to 21. Still plenty of time. 17 minutes gone total till time clock. Kane Ettridge swings out on the right boot. That's going to fade across the face and fade out on the full. Like me off the tee at the first at Port Arlington. Just can't control the slice. Margin stays at 28 in this final term thanks to Metricon Dual Lock. There's some intensity in this game. Jack Borchard not moving well either for St John of God. Buzz?
He's been limping for a little bit, Kingy. I think, again, just probably another knock to the lower leg.
Short little kick finds Campy, who goes back into the pocket for Grovedale. So they're in the left back pocket. And he comes back to just in the field of play to Harvey in the opposite back pocket. So he's trying to work it around the boundary line now. No, they're going to go back to the goal square. So they're just waxing lyrical here. Luke Ford has taken the mark.
Well, Lara have set up really well defensively, so they can't get out. And they've hemmed them in really well here.
Short again into the back pocket. Social Club side of the ground. They go. Delaney goes long. Big Tom. K-Rock zone takes the mark. Mark that down. Kirsch, another one for him. Left half back, long way from goal. Right foot kick towards half forward. At the back. Good use of the body. And they just settle the play down. Lara at the back there. And
Young.
It's Young going to go. Gillett had gone a long way up the ground. Oh, they're just playing kick to kick. K-Rock zone takes the mark. He goes towards half forward. Over the back, Abbott can't take the mark. Borchard at the front, can't really run, so he gives it away to Robertson, who then chips the ball in the middle. And again, they might be able to go. Kane Ettridge has got it right in the middle of Boodoo. Goes towards Mitchie, who comes out and gets another one. There you go. 50 out from goal, Mitch Day. He wants to drive it in. Short little kick. Yellen does nicely. And in between three Grovedale defenders, he has taken a diving mark and will shoot for goal from 35 out directly in front.
And in that contest with Mitch Day, Jace, Baker landed awkwardly. I'm not sure what he's done, but he's coming straight to the bench.
Keep an eye on that for St John of God. Injury updates this afternoon. St John of God, your emergency specialist, now open 24/7. Buzz will keep an eye on that. While we have Aidan Yelland, we'll have a set shot for goal for the Cats.
Didn't progress the ball all that further.
No.
But after Mitch's last kick, he might have not felt he could have kicked that far.
Here he comes, Yellen directly in front. Has he got enough on it? I think he has. He's done nicely. So he has put his first on the board this afternoon. And the 8th for Lara. 8-11-59. They won't go away. Grovedale 12-9-81. And we're into the Metricon Dual Lock K-Rock scoreboard, fourth quarter. And here for Wilson's Real Estate's Matt Kershaw.
They deserve that. They certainly, as I said before, they set up a really good defensive zone, so Grovedale couldn't get out. Hemmed him in, forced a turnover or forced an errant kick, got it back in their forward line and created an opportunity. Mitch Day, strong dukes.
81 plays 60. Your scoreboard, if you're watching this through the AFL Bowen Facebook live stream, might be just a behind out. Not sure whether there has to be some work done by the scoreboard operator. We're back in the middle. Here trying to barge his way through his Green. That's a great tackle, and the umpire should have rewarded Nathan Deans. Green didn't dispose of the football in the appropriate fashion. Back in the middle for Borchard to win the tap. Cockerell trying to come through and take the footies. Hood, good handball release to Harvey. Harvey sort of just hacked that out of mid-air after having it knocked from his grasp. Rolling ball, Spence over it for Lara. Got a handball back, but there's real trouble now. Grovedale got numbers on the outside. One of those is Harvey, but coming through and taking it, Aaron Stone, who's back on the ground. I thought he had a shoulder issue only a moment ago. He's okay now. Cockrell with the footy. Neat little kick over the top is okay. Tom Hancock can't mark. Wonderful pick up Hood. Ran into Robertson and then just released a handball towards the boundary line that Davies will see how to play the Grovedale, and we'll get a boundary throw in at true centre wing on the broadcast side. Looks like Buzz it okay for Aaron Stone.
Yeah, remarkable recovery, King. He came off, he was cradling his right shoulder. Must have just been a light stinger.
A light stinger.
Ball back into play. Abbott won the tap down. Dean's front of the pack, socket off the ground by Cockrell. Went over the head of Davies on the bounce. Coming out and meaning it was Jose. And then knocked out of play by Tim Delaney. And we'll get a boundary throw in at left half forward for the Cats. They trail by 21, but they are coming hard as we've ticked over 21 minutes gone on the Total Tools time clock in this final term of action, thanks to Metricon Dual Lock.
Right in front of the best seats in the house, thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7. Boundary throw in. Borchard in front. Abbott from behind. Goes to the back of the pack. Jones runs past it. O'Meara's there as well. Falls out the side. Oh, O'Meara, can he pick it up though? He runs towards the goal. He gets wrapped up. Couple against him. And then he gives a high tackle away. The umpire says play on. Now we come in and ball it up.
Jakey Marshall was really good then in that stoppage on the fly. Let's see if he gets on the fly on this one.
O'Meara getting up. The umpire picks the ball up. We're about 35 out from the Lara goal. Day in the ruck, taps it over the top. And back towards Cockrell, who gets up. Then he gets tackled. He can't get free. Mitch over the top as well. Mitchy Day comes in, puts the tackle on. Deans is there as well. It's the short and the tall of it. And the umpire will come in and ball it up again. Lara deep into attack. 35 out from goal. Day and Abbott. Abbott gets it down. Roved. Green does nicely. Close to the boundary line. Outside the left. That is the Lambie's 7th goal of the day by Daniel Green.
With the outside. Chase, you tapped me before he even kicked it.
He was always going to kick it, Daniel Green. He's in the left forward pocket, and with the outside of the left boot, Banana, if you don't mind, Daniel Green has kicked his first.
Goodness gracious.
The 9th for Lara. 9-12-66. Grovedale 12-9-81. Metricon Dual Lock, K-Rock scoreboard. We played 22 minutes of the final term.
He even gave him a little bit of the don't argue and still been on it.
That's not possible, is it? How does that work?
He just made the ball talk.
23 minutes gone. Still plenty of time here for the Cats. They'd need to be pretty flawless in kicking 3 more goals to steal this one, but they are well and truly alive. Borchard and Abbott. Abbott winning the tap down in the middle. Rolling ball towards centre half forward, taken by Hood. Handball released to Abbott. Bangs it inside forward 50. Ball bounces in front of Delaney. Got away from him. Chafer came hard, and then a good hit and spin out of the pack by Spence, who was able to knock the ball away. Chafer, though, on his non-preferred right. Across the face. No, he's kicked it, has he?
He has.
I reckon he has. If you thought Daniel Green's was good, Mitch Chafer's on his right was just as good.
He said if you can do, I can do better.
That was outstanding from Chafer on his non-preferred right. He kicks his 3rd of the afternoon and may have put this one to bed and seen off the Lara challenge, and that is deflating for the Cats as Grovedale push the margin back out to 21 points. They lead 87-66, and Chafer has kicked his 3rd on the Metrocon Dual Lock scoreboard.
The crowd of 999 certainly getting some value in the last couple of minutes here at the Voodoo Reserve, let me tell you. Oh, the commentary box has come alive as well, might I add.
Oh, gee.
That was a fantastic goal by Chafer.
And I've just had word coming through in the GDFL. I think it's Daniel Boyd from Werribee Centrals.
Yeah.
Has done a Gary Rowan.
Oh, really?
After they're beating Bellpost Hill in front of nobody.
Back to the middle here at Voodoo, and Abbott gets it down. Jeffrey in the middle. Ford's there as well. Ford. Umpire will pay something. Holding the ball, he'll pay. And Jeffrey be careful. He threw the ball away there from the contest, but Borchard's got it. He'll want to look for a handball.
Just got to go.
He's going to go for the kick now. Borchard right in the middle. Drives as long as he can towards Joes, who comes out, takes the mark at left half forward, plays on quickly, 50 out. Anything you can... Oh, no, the kick was terrible in the end. It was going to go around the corner. He goes into the pocket, no mark taken. Goes to the side of the pack. Ettridge gets across there and runs out of room in the end. Bailey Ettridge, and it will be a boundary throwing right forward pocket.
He's been good, Dylan Jones. He certainly was going for goal, then he just kicked it.
So 25 around from the Lara goal. Boundary throw in for Day and for Abbott. It's a short throw in. Mitch might take it out of the ruck contest. He does. He kicks it around the corner to the square. Oh, good mark. And that is in front. That's where you need to be. And the mark is play on quickly. Turn around kick. And it's a goal. And that is Jake Marshall who has kicked it. So he played in front there. Needed to stand in front. Took the mark, played on quickly, and kicked his first of the afternoon. And Lara go to 10-12-72. And they trail Grovedale 13-9-87, so 15 points the difference, and we have played 25 minutes on the Total Tools time clock. Total Tools, every tool for every trade. Matt Kershaw.
22 scoring shots apiece. Had their opportunities both, Lara indeed. So they're certainly not laying down, are they?
Still's time. Yeah. Tomacic going in the ruck against Abbott. Abbott climbs high, won it down to Deans. Deans trying to put a handball in the face of Harvey. Harvey took it on the bounce for Grovedale. Kick wide. Taken by Phillips. Phillips gives a handball back to the voice that he heard that was Fegert on debut. He's kicked towards Gillett, knocked away by Young down there. Tracking to the boundary line was Weagle. He was pushed off it by Cam Delaney. Ball went out of bounds, though. We'll get a boundary thrown at left half forward. They're probably going to run out of time, the Cats.
They are.
They'll need a lot to go right, but they've lost no friends with their performance here this afternoon, and with a little bit of luck, might still be close enough to strike, but you would think they're out of it right now. Boundary thrown is a shallow one, and that boundary umpire has done a lot of work on that secondary college side this afternoon. And just needs a little bit more oomph.
Need some arm curls.
The Grovedale bench has got the 2-minute warning, gents.
Thank you for that, Buzz. Boundary throw in. Front of the pack. Taken there by Green, who's been very good this afternoon. There is the potential that $100 Leopold Sportsman's voucher might just go into the hands of somebody from the losing side, potentially. Buzz has got that call to make. Umpire tosses it up. Tomacic got up high over Gillett, won the tap down. Aaron Stone, who's been good this afternoon, a handball up towards Cockrell. Cockrell buried his head over the footy, caught one high. Umpire said play on. Will Ford snaps a kick for Grovedale. Ford and Cam Delaney has the opportunity now to put this game to bed. Man on the mark will stand about 30 from goal, if that, and Delaney can eke as much time off the clock as he likes. Grovedale will improve to 6-1, but there'll be some areas of concern potentially that Daniel Fraser will look at and go, we just need to be better ahead of a very big clash with Colac down at Australian Land Company Stadium next week. The unbeaten Tigers against the 6-1 Grovedale should be a mouth-watering matchup down in Colac. Delaney shot at goal is good. And it's game over here at Purdue Reserve. Cam Delaney kicks his second. The margin is back out to 21. Final quarter, fourth quarter. Metricon, dual occupancy scoreboard. It is Grovedale going to 93, 14-9-93, leading Lara 10-12-72. Expert this afternoon, Matt Kershaw. Plenty of cheek shown by Lara, but Grovedale in the end just a couple more aces.
Yeah, jeez, I think Lara, Shane Stone would certainly be happy with, particularly when it got out to late 20s was the highest margin, I think, 20-odd, late 20s, and could have easily expected a little bit of a blowout out to, 30 or 40 points, but geez, to Lara's credit, they have really taken it right up to the end here, and let's hope that they can finish off with a couple more goals.
Abbott in the ruck, gets it down against Tomacic. Green fought hard all day. I think the don't argue might give him away there. That's holding the ball. So Matt Harvey will take the free kick. Daniel Green's go, what do you want me to do? I couldn't get the footy out. Harvey goes short. Oh, shows a bit of it to O'Meara. Smith goes in there, does nicely, rides the bump, then gets the handball away. Ford's handball was pretty good in the end to get it away out of a tackle. Now it spills free, O'Meara. Tomacic over the top of it as well, tries to get it out. Still in the centre square, just on centre wing, and the umpire will come in and ball it up. It's a big pack around this ruck contest. Abbott's there. Tomacic up against him. Abbott gets it down. Rove by Stone. Aaron in there. Miraculous recovery. Lazarus, his final term. He's held onto, so another bounce from the umpire. Or ball up. Does so now. Abbott in front, gets it down nicely to Harvey. Wrapped up quickly, not going anywhere. And Tom King's going to get this going now because I can't do it.
I don't think we'll be going too far. That siren is imminent. And Grovedale are going to salute for the sixth time in 2021. Abbott jams it on the boot, gets a kick forward. No mark taken, although Will Ford, a quick handball release out the side door. Oh, Phillips caught one high, rode that bump, quick snap, sees the goals, and he's pulled it back nicely. Phillips kicks the goal. He's second of the last quarter and second of the afternoon. And they get to 99. 15-9-99. 10-12-72 final quarter. Metricon dual lock scoreboard. Dual occupancy by Metricon, helping Victorians develop their land. Call 1300 Metricon. And in the end, the margin's 27, and it might just flatter Grovedale, Kirsch.
I think it has, yeah. I think we're probably looking at a 10 to 15 game in reality, but I know the scoreboard says otherwise, but a couple of late goals here to Grovedale.
Siren can't be too far away, Jace. I reckon that ball might go in the air, and that will just about be it.
It does now. Goes in the air. Abbott goes up, gets it down, does his own roving work, then gets wrapped up, still gets the kick away. Harvey's there. Green on hands and knees as well. Right in the glue pot. The umpire will come in.
Doesn't stop trying, Daniel Green, has he? Right to the end.
Done well today for Lara. So another ball up. Abbott and Tomatic to come from the same side now. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Abbott gets it down towards centre wing. Smith, got one high. Through the middle, Robertson, his handball to the ruckman. Tomacic's tumbling punt inside. Mitchie comes out. Nearly stuck it again. There is the siren for full time. And it is Grovedale 15-9-99. They win game number 6 for season 2021. They have defeated Lara 10-12-72.
An entertaining final term. We've seen 11 goals kicked between the two teams, and Grovedale for the first time since 2015 have won 5 in a row, which is a good result for the Tigers to be 6-1. Of course, one here against Bell Park in round 1, went out to Geelong West and got beaten in round 2, but since then they have been untouched, and they got made to work today by the Cats, but they did get the job done, and they have picked up their 6th victory of the season, which will consolidate them inside the top 5. Lara now, they are 2-5, and it's a long way back from there. I don't think finals was ever on the agenda really anyway out at the Snake Pit. Josh Conway has got himself out on the ground. He's going to have a chat with one of the victorious Tigers and get their thoughts on the